stone, brother.
Okay, it should be up now.
Okay. Session recap. Y'all decided. Well, hold on. Let me get my thoughts together. Sorry.
Get your dice.
Okay.
Get your dice.
After killing the giant, huge doll that was formed after Sabu's demise, you climb up the steps and y'all saw a creature with a pig mask, a frog creature, which the majority of y'all recognize from attacking the little boy, and Eve, I believe it was you from your glimpse from your childhood, and then a shadow creature with a crescent moon, and then 2 shadow demons, a hag-like creature, and yeah. And of course, poor Dane was chained up to the ground near death. After some time, shadows appeared, roughly 7 of them, out of where the living doll was destroyed at, and targeted each one of y'all. You fought cleverly and vigorously, and to make it a little shorter, you did save Dan, and with amazing luck on Ephraim's side, had a definitely an easier time. The frog and the pig mask girl and the crescent moon shadow girl all disappeared, and the hag was destroyed. Y'all managed to kill all the shadows, and y'all epically destroyed the mirror. And as you glancing around the room, Ryle saw undiscovered the halfling that ran into the Hall of Illusions after getting his proposal sadly interrupted with his girl breaking up into a hideous laughing fit. He's thankfully seems to be doing fine, especially after Ryle offering him water and some healing. F. And y'all managed to find some stuff, which I posted in the campaign notes, I believe. And then Lylana found a mirror in the other room. All the other mirrors were black except for this one, where there's like a purplish blue glow effect coming in. You get teleported into a room that had 8 mirrors on the floor and 7 statues, with a fancy statue in the center facing onward, and like the same portal in the center with purplish and blue. Y'all step through and you find yourselves back at the carnival. Now, I was gonna have the session start off with, I guess if y'all guys want to go over the loot, because I kind of made it where it was like a collective effort, so we'll start with there.
What is all this stuff?
Does anybody know what any of this stuff is? I mean, aside from the
Can
gold.
Eve notice anything
It's
about the
winning.
books?
I would like to have the photo.
For the books, where's my notes?
What how did we get them?
We got. It's in campaign notes.
Bunch of stuff that needs identifying.
So for the books, there are 3 of them. One of them was open. That Ryle also like did like a little copy of the of ritual coding runes of it. And the 2 other ones are currently sealed with a lock. Lylana, you hold the photo and you notice that it has some blood on it. It's wrinkled, slightly torn, very old photo of a family. A young, handsome guy. Yeah, basically what it says in the campaign notes. Holding a woman, and you see like 2 kids in the background playing. Seems like an overall happy family. But when you flip on the back, you see it written, "Must find them."
Is anybody in the photo familiar?
Eve, you can try. Go ahead and roll Arcana check. Hmm. You kind of similarly recognize the guy, like his height and kind of like his build looks familiar, but that's about it.
Considering where we found photo, like where Cebu died, I'm gonna assume it's him. One of his possessions.
Eve, you definitely sense some kind of magical bearing around these scrolls, especially dealing with the blood print hand, but so far that's about it.
Can I take a look at the vials of liquid? Kind of seeing that I've studied medicine at the temple. Do any of these liquids look familiar, or anything that I've studied, whether it's healing potion, poison, or anything like that?
Do okay. For that, I want you to make me 2 checks: a history and medicine.
Okay. Let's go. History check. Natural 2. Natural 2 for 6 total.
The vial with the black liquid, you have no idea about. The 2 red liquid bottles, you feel like it could be like healing related, but you do know that there are other red liquids out there that can also be harmful, so you're unsure. The other one with like the red, orange, yellow coloring swirling liquid, you're also unsure about too.
Okay, and what was the other check?
Was that one medicine or
History.
okay, medicine then.
Way better. Natural 19 for 25.
25. Okay. The 2 red liquid bottles, you think they're not health related. But other than that, you don't know. So, I mean, you try to use identify on the scrolls, but the moment you do, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Very good for nat 20. However, it still wasn't a check.
Is
What?
that your check, or is that your save?
I was a. It
Was
was
that
a
your
save,
thing?
wasn't it?
Yeah, safe.
Oh, in that case, it was a 23 or 24. No, wait, I can't count. 24. Am I saved now?
No.
Oh
What
my
the f-
god!
Well, I just got cursed.
So you get an image. So you're basically you get this image in your head. Your whole vision turns black, and you see 8 figures. One of the figures is glowing red, like the outline of the figure, and you hear demonic chanting with sounds of bone crunching. And you're gonna take. Sorry, I wasn't prepared with my dice.
It's fine. Zell wasn't prepared to get hit in the face with a scroll.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because I was as a sorcerer, I was making sure I didn't have identify, and sorcerers can't use identify. I learned that today.
Oh.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I just learned with my level up, and it bit me in the ass. But hey, now I know we're not supposed to touch these scrolls.
I mean,
8 points of
considering where we
damage,
found
psychic
them.
damage.
You said how much?
8 psychic damage.
Oh, I thought you said
Oh, they said
18.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
18.
no.
Like, Eve's dead just outside the fucking hall.
I can do an undo.
Like, hey, good job, guys. Made it out of the
Alright.
dungeon. Eve just collapses.
So, Eve probably wouldn't say anything, but I'm sure people would notice her basically flinching after, trying to identify the scroll.
Can we get an icy hot check?
Yes, you can, especially with that.
Oh.
Actually, with my... So I have passive perception of 13. Would I have seen that? Because I wasn't actively looking at it.
I have a passive perception of 18.
Like looking at Eve or looking at, she was identifying the scrolls. It wasn't pure looking.
Yeah, I mean, I assume at this time I'm trying to figure out what the contents of the potion are, but, like, do I catch Eve out of the corner of my eye?
I mean, I would
Like,
definitely say
flinching?
with Eve taking that kind of like vision and that psychic damage, like there was definitely like a bit of a movement of her, especially like snapping back into reality after the damage was done to her. So I say yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone will.
Did you say icy check?
Yes. So roll me a d20 and tell me what you get.
Didn't I roll one yesterday? Am I rolling another one?
Well, you took let's just say I rolled for damage and you got a crit. So yes,
Oh,
you can roll
God,
again.
I rolled a 19, so it's still odds.
I change it up every session. So guess what? You're fiery now.
Oh, God. Girl is gonna have a mental breakdown.
Oh my god, you poor thing. We gotta get you a notebook.
I'll probably just type it not to prevent distractions while everyone's doing their identifying shit.
I'm gonna use this opportunity. I'm sort of like looking at the gyms. During this time, am I able to tell what these gyms are about? These 8 various shaped gyms.
Do me like a arcane check.
Ooh. Please don't fail me now. 7.
7. You have a suspicion that it could be used for ritual or summoning, but that's about it.
You want me to identify it?
In my head, like I probably they're probably used for summoning or something, but I also know they have value. So I'm gonna try to pocket one of the gems without anybody noticing.
I guess with a sleight of hand.
Well, I'm on a roll today.
Ooh, I noticed. I noticed.
I'm pretty sure everybody noticed what
Okay,
that
Jay,
was.
you
notices.
Pretty sure Eve crying her eyes out right now noticed.
You were like flipping the jumps around, and then you were like doing a juggling act with it, and then you just kind of like grabbed one out of the air and stuffed it in your shirt real quick, and we all saw it.
No, he wouldn't put it in his shirt. He would put it in his pants. Let's be real.
Okay, that's
Yep.
true.
Nothing to see here.
Get that jewel. We're looking for your jewels. Okay.
You don't need another jewel, mister.
Karn, without looking up
Alright.
the potions, is just gonna be like, "Sir, we haven't seen anything down there all day, and now we see something down there. Let's be real."
Oh, shit.
Oh, that hurt me.
To be
Wow.
fair, in the
Wow.
man's defense, he's probably a little tired after a 3-week session, okay? The soldier needs a rest.
He got some action.
Soldier's on break right now, sir. How you know?
Alright. So, Eve being back to, her, I guess, more happy, emotional self, she would notice the wristband on her hand.
Oh, yeah. Is that
Can
still on your
she-
arm?
It is.
Cold Eve didn't take it off because she didn't know what it was.
Hmm?
Because Eve doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Can Eve, before she starts having a freaking heart attack crying, because she knows what that wristband is, can she see there's any magic on it or anything, like Arcana check again?
You can.
Should identify the wrist.
I'm not identifying the wristband. 22.
You sense there is some kind of like magical properties to it, just don't know what yet.
Fuck it. Identify. I'm using 2 slots here.
Well, he keeps
Why don't
doing
you
It's
just do it as a
fine.
ritual?
I have no slots. Yeah, why aren't you doing it as a
Yeah, ritual class.
Because I don't know how long we're going to wait in here. If we're going to wait here, I'm just going to ritual it.
Well, you
So
can just be
Josh,
like, hey guys, I'm gonna identify this stuff. Let me use
I'm
a
pretty
ritual.
sure we're gonna go to Big Top after, so.
I'll identify at the big top, because I'm just going to say we left after.
Okay.
Because Eve's probably going to be in emotional stress anyway. She's basically crying her eyes out right now because she knows that was the doll's wristband. And she's wondering what the fuck happened to her because she basically got blown up to smithereens.
Okay, I noticed that Eve is crying and I'm gonna make her feel better. Talk to her.
Aww. I will say during this time while y'all like going over the stuff that you found, Dan is just walking a little off to the side, I guess he's acting like he's just processing like everything and trying to like relive what happened. Well, not exactly relive, but like try to remember. The little halfling guy, he's looking around and he sees the halfling girl, the same one that he was proposing to. She runs up to him and hugs him, and you just anyone who's like paying attention to this, you just see them like you see her pointing to the statue right here, and she's trying to explain to him that she was possessed by Tasha's hideous laughter. Looking at the statue, you do see a figure representing Tasha, and underneath saying, "Don't come too close, or you'll be affected by her." And then you
Aw.
see them hugging and kissing, and they just
Aw.
go running off. Of course, he makes sure to thank you, Rael, and he gives you 20 gold.
That's nice. I won't take it though. I'll push it back to his hands like you're gonna need this more than I do, friend.
He gives you a hug, and they go running off.
Oh.
Oh. Well, if no one minds, I'll just collect up all this dust, this shadow ash, into a little sack. I rip a patch off my robe. Oof, turns into a sack.
Karn's gonna see press F, walk off with his girlfriend, and then kind of be like, wait, because we need information from him.
Oh, it's too late now.
So
I'm.
yeah, he'll walk up to Eve because he notices that Eve is now. Karn had a little bit of a inkling of what was going on with Eve, and now that she seems more familiar to like her more open self, Karn will walk up to her and try to see if she's okay.
So Eve asked me.
Yes. I don't know your name, remember?
Oh. Eve, remember my name is Lylena.
You never said that to me.
I did say that to you.
Oh. You must have said it to her.
Her?
Her?
Are we doing a walk and talk?
Her.
Are we doing a walk and talk?
Yeah.
No,
No.
Dane
Huh?
ran off to the side, so I was just mimicking him.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
like Ephraim's chasing his ass too. Yeah, I can't do any like feminist voices right now. My throat's sore. So
That's fine. That's fine.
just imagine I'm like freaking what was that freaking chick's name from Venture Brothers with a deep masculine voice?
Oh, Dr. Girlfriend?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Girlfriend in this episode. But yeah, her, it's me, but I don't know how to explain it. But I normally leave notes for her in a book, but I was in a hurry to go to the portal. I forgot my notebook.
Wait. I've encountered something nice like this before. Are you two people sharing a body?
I guess. I don't know. Like, it hasn't happened my whole life. It happened when a thing happened to me.
A thing happened? What thing happened?
Would Eve be able to kind of recall or like have a hint towards the hand incident and being linked to it, Mari?
Wait, repeat that? Sorry.
Would Eve be able to kind of link maybe her childhood and the hand basically taking something from her and fucking up her mental state?
You definitely yes. With the frog creature.
So, there was a frog creature. I haven't seen him since, but he shoved his hand through me, and since then I've had this person inside me. It's me, but it's not me, if that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense to me personally, but you're not the first one that I've encountered like this. You know, working in the hotel business, it's all kind of weirdos coming through the alleyways. Usually they are aware, though.
I mean, I'm aware, but I just don't remember what that person does. So I always wrote it down in notes. And from what I can gather, unless she lies about the notes, she writes back to me too.
Does anybody
She's
have
probably
any
mad at me.
paper?
She's probably very mad at me because I didn't bring the notebooks. So if she seems moody, well, that's her.
Well,
Has she done anything to you guys?
She's actually not been too bad.
I wanted to punch her in the face for a second, but I didn't.
she blew up a bunch of shade thingies for us.
Yep.
She fought for you guys?
She fought, and she fought very well.
Yep,
She
fought, yeah.
normally just hides. She doesn't want to fight because she's afraid of doing too much damage.
Well, the thing is, well, okay, you asked about the wristband. You kind of died. And when you got brought back, you had that. And I'm pointing at the wrist.
Trying to drag Dane back over to the rest of us. He's trying to convince him that all of these people are the reason he's alive. So I'm
Yeah,
here
running for
overhearing
his
a bit
freaking
of this
life.
stuff and like, we need to talk to these people, yo.
He hears your voice and he slightly shakes his head, getting out of his like head trance of him processing stuff, and he just like looks up to you, looks away again, just like slowly nods his head up and down and yes, and he stays by you, but he definitely walks back.
Yay.
Karn will reach into his bag of holding and say, "Well, Eve, it's not quite a notebook, but I do have this. I'll take my case of scrolls out. It's like just blank scrolls. Here, there's 5 scrolls in here. I don't think I have a writing utensil, but I'm sure you can figure something out."
Eve has one.
Scrolls.
She brought her writing utensils. She just left her notebook at home.
Okay, well, here's a case of scrolls if you want to leave notes for yourself or leave notes for the other you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, because even if you guys try to tell her what's up, she'll probably just ignore you guys, or probably scold you.
I did want to thank you, Eve, and Karn. You both saved my life.
I think
That
we
was
all...
Fire Eve, she remembers that.
Yeah.
I mean,
you would remember that.
You were head first in a mirror. What was I supposed to do? Let you get sucked in?
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry about your hair.
It was in a braid. It's fine. My hair is fine.
But I'm probably gonna I gotta think about some things. I gotta figure out this wristband, because I definitely sense something with it.
Dane
Maybe
has one of those.
Dane has a wristband too.
He has
Wait,
a
is it
wristband.
the same?
He said it was his ticket, right, Dane?
Yeah, his tick is like
Different.
Yeah.
It's the same as our ticket wristbands. 'Cause we have ticket wristbands, and you have the little string wristband.
Eve essentially has like a ribbon tied to her, like a wristband that was from the dolls she fought.
Mm-hmm.
And she, just to catch up, I know you weren't here, but she'll just basically say, we fought all these dolls, and then all she remembers is some hand popping out of a mirror and blasting her.
It sounds like you guys have had as much fun as I have at this thing so far.
Yep.
Yeah, once I'm done identifying his wristband, I am gonna have a nice talk to, the owners.
Well, we
So I
know
heard
where they're
something about-
at.
I heard something about a hand reaching into a body. I have a memory of a similar experience, but it was a long time ago. Does anybody else have a memory like that?
I do.
I do.
Lucius raises his hand.
Now, the whole reason that I'm here is that when I was wandering, a portal appeared in front of me, and the only thing that I felt was that something that I have felt has been missing for quite some time was on the other side of that portal. But I don't know exactly what that means. It could be multiple things for me. It could be related to that memory, or it could be something else. That's the only reason that I came through the portal.
I had
And
the
then I
same
found something.
feeling. The exact same experience. I had to come through that portal to find the thing I lost. I don't even know what it was.
Perchance.
3 outs of me did not want to come through the portal. I was content, but I couldn't help myself.
Is everyone here in that situation? Dane, are you here because of that?
No, I'm not. I went through the portal because my other fellow friends and family members went through.
Your fellow friends and family?
Yeah, the portal appeared outside of my town, and some other townsfolk recognized the portal and knew about it.
Okay, so we may reason then that those of us here, less Dane, and this halfling creature, is she still here?
I think he left.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, they're about to go bang in the back hallway or somewhere.
Yeah.
We should go watch.
No.
I
We may be
mean,
in a unique circumstance here, and that might be why we all appeared in that hellhole in the Hall of Illusion.
Do you think it's some sort of, I don't know, symbolism? This whole place.
Just the timing seems a little convenient. I know for me, my, I'm gonna call it, hand through my chest experience was about 8 years ago.
Mine was 8 years ago as well.
Mine was over 60 years ago.
I was a child.
So was 12.
I was a child as well.
That would have been 24 years ago for me.
If it was 8 years ago, I was 12.
I was 12. I was 12 too.
God, you guys are all children compared to you. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, then again, fairies age a lot slowly.
I don't know what Lucius is. Hold on.
I think I said Eve is 79.
Damn, you should have subtracted 10 from that.
It was
Damn it.
longer than 8 years ago for me.
Miss DM, can I retcon my age to 69?
You want to go down to 69?
No, I'm kidding. It's fine.
So is
I'll-
there
I'll let-
literally no one around?
No one. And at this point in time, big giant fireworks explode throughout all across this the area of the carnival. The strings of lights starts to emanate brighter and brighter, and then you hear a guy's voice shout out, "It is time to come to the Big Top. It is the 4th hour."
Biddy, the big top, the big top. We must
Eve
go
would-
to the big top.
Eve would remember that and be like, hey, halfling, didn't you say you want to go to the Big Top to see some big men?
Yes,
Well-
I do.
Well, also Mr. Witch and Mr. Light will be there.
Yeah, I will be having a word with them.
I think we all will.
Correction, only Mr. Light.
They are the owners of this carnival.
Ah, that would be good to talk to them.
I don't remember if I would know any information on that. Are you the only one who knows that?
I do know that. I have been asked to, or no, not asked, but I was told to ask staff close to Mr. Light and Mr. Witch about how to get to Prismere. Which, as most of us might be aware, is where the hag's lairs are located. They're in that realm, and that's where we can get our memories or the thing we lost back.
Oh, that's weird. So, is the whole purpose of this place, for like what we just experienced, or is that just something that's happening like under the cover of this place?
I think it's a cover.
So this is one big game to someone.
Yes. That's what I think.
I feel like
It's a really cruel game.
As y'all talk, you see a bunch of your fellow carnival goers rushing over to the Big Top.
We'll start walking over.
I am skipping over with a glee that you have not seen me have before.
Orgy round 2.
Yeah.
Oh, you were skipping for 3 weeks, alright.
Walking side to side.
Yeah, I'm
Might-
kind of torn seeing the Hall of Illusions unmanned at this point because I've got half a mind to kind of go back in there, but I think
Well,
probably just eventually.
There is
decide to
no
go
way
with
I'm going back
everybody
in there.
else.
You couldn't pay me to go back in there.
Oh, but the
What the
halfling just
hell?
went back in there. No, just kidding.
He's off in Cloudland.
Oh, he's in Cloud 9, alright.
unfortunately, the best way to win a game is to play the game.
Boy, I sure wish I had spell slots. Anyways,
I
Oh,
mean-
yeah.
Oh, you don't get one for your level up?
I got one.
Then you have a spell slot.
I'm not using it now.
So I could make a crazy wish. I do have this dandelion seed.
Yeah, can you
that
wish
I
for all
was
my spell slots back? That'd be great.
unfortunately able to use.
I need to nuke the freaking Mr. Light. No, I'm just kidding.
If everyone is okay with it, we could like huddle around me and I could make a wish.
I mean, truth be told, I can just take like a short rest, unless the Big Top is very activity heavy. And get some of my slots back.
Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see, and if we need to, because I'm exhausted, but if we need that, then that is an option.
Okay. As we're walking over there, the other thing I do is just start pointing out all the patches on my fancy robe. And Mari, is it okay if I just post those contents of that in the
Yeah, sure.
campaign notes? Okay.
Big picture.
I'm a point to the patch that always ends up being a pit. I'm like, how do you fit that big old hole in there?
Magic, man. But I'm fresh out of them.
Should have said nano machines, son.
I don't know. Whenever I see the pit, it just makes me want to sing. Without falling in a pit.
I fell in the pit.
You're hiding a bag of 100 gold?
What?
I'm not hiding it.
Bullseye lanterns, daggers, hempen rope fit. You have 100 feet of rope in there?
A portable ram?
2 masters?
Ram that booty!
What?
You have 7 redacteds?
He has a fucking door. It's like, hey bro, you need a door?
Dude!
It's just a little patch. You take
Is
the
your
patch
patch-
off and then it turns
Is your
into
patch a
thing
bag of
magically.
holding?
Dude, wait, are these 2 dogs that you have in your coat?
Yes.
What?
Are you?
They're little cloth patches that are sewn into the robe.
But they like turn into that thing?
They turn into that thing when you rip them off.
Oh my
yeah.
god, that's so cool. Does it like refresh? Like, do you get that stuff back, or do you have to like make
Nope.
new patches?
I guess you could make new patches somehow.
Oh.
Magically,
Alright.
but no.
I can buy from a shop.
So, you could make a sack out of your patches. That's the most sane thing of your whole list, I see.
I mean, the potions of healing are good too.
Yeah, he just, rips it and it turns into a potion of healing. Drink this, but it smells like your robe.
But it smells like dank leather.
It smells
Well,
like you...
I mean, it's weird too because I ripped off one of the question mark patches earlier, and it didn't actually turn into a thing. It just made me feel more powerful for a short time. So that was
Oh.
weird.
Welcome back.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Come back.
So as we're walking over to the Big Top, can I kind of like pull Karn off to the side?
You can. And real quick, Dane, as y'all are going over to the Big Top, he's looking down at how he looks. His pants is torn and ripped. Like, there's like hardly anything. So he says, I'm just gonna go away for a little bit, and I'll meet you back at the Big Top.
I got a spare pair of pants.
I can just.
Is he
magic
Donald
that
Ducking
right
it?
up.
No.
Is
I mean,
anybody got mending?
I can totally just mend you back up real quick if you would like that.
he looks up at you and oh god, he gives you a wink, and he's like, "Please."
I
my
will use
God.
mending on him.
And with that, his leather pants look brand spanking new.
I will say in the effect of mending for Lucius, it's sort of like this green, not green, but like purple, floral design sort of like shoots from his hand. It's all arcane magic, and it sort of extends from his hand and it wraps around him, and it sort of covers his body in like purple roses and little vines as it covers him up. So anything that's being mended while he's being mended nothing shows. But from bottom to top, his clothes begin to restore as the flowers sort of like become part of his clothing and
Ooh.
mend
He's
it up.
shirtless. He's shirtless. He doesn't have a shirt on.
Well, this pants then.
It's very important that he not have a shirt.
Love it.
Oh god. Yes, Lylana pulls Karn off to the side.
He looks up and down his body as he's seeing like your arcane fanciness all over him, and he's like shocked. And once everything is done and his clothes are fully back to how it was, shirtless of course, he gets all happy and he looks at Ephraim and he does like a pose like, well, what do you think? And he does like a little hip check, kind of like.
I just picture the freaking Makote female
Yes.
pose he's doing right now.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
he tries to wiggle his elf ears.
I'm like, yeah, it looks great. And then I cast a glance to Lucius and then grab Dane by the hand and start walking into the tent.
Eve would notice, or maybe Eve would notice, be like, he has a thing for that guy, doesn't he?
It's not just a thing.
Anyways, as we're walking over, I kind of like hang back a bit with Karn, like towards the back of the group, and she looks a little like, I don't want to say concerned, but
What's up?
you have wings.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
Are you an
I
ASMR?
assume I've taken my mask off since we got out.
I mean, nobody
Steve.
else is around,
No, I know.
so
But,
that's why
like-
I'm.
Yeah. Is that what you would call it? I'm not sure. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know much about myself, but I only know one other person that could do that, and that was my older brother at the temple. Well, older brother is in quotes. Why?
There were two?
Yeah. Long story. I mean, or story for another time. But yeah, he was basically my older brother at the temple when I got taken in.
She's like in shock right now. She's like, she has never heard of that. Well,
Why do you I mean, do you study us? Because I'm very. I mean, so I don't know if you had the same feeling, but when we arrived here, of everybody else, you were the one person that I felt like at least somewhat of a connection to.
I felt the same thing, and I didn't know why. But if you're an ASMR, that must be why. Because I'm an ASMR too.
Karn's eyes just go wide. How close are we to the Big Top at this point?
I don't know. I'd say we're around the back.
Y'all's group, even with you and Karn towards the back, you do approach the Big Top, and you see there's 4 big lines that are like slowly getting processed into the giant tent. You see that there are fairies passing out, like, well, not fairies, like pixies, and actually each and one of y'all recognize one pixie that was actually at the portal with you guys, leading you into the carnival. They're passing out cotton candy shapes. You see some with like shapes of butterflies, a star, a flower, giant strawberry, ice cream cone, a heart, and like those swirly lollipops ones, a bunny and a cat, different colors. And you also see a little gnome female wearing rainbow butterfly wings that have like silver sparkles shimmering down from them, and she's going around and applying face paint to everyone. I want to say you, with you guys in line currently, you'll probably be inside shortly.
Okay. So Karn's eyes go wide, because for we'll say 26 years of his life, he's only ever known one other person, that's like him. He's a little bit speechless.
Are you telling her that?
Yeah. So Karn's like, so you know that you are. Well, he fumbles his words.
I've known since I was a child. The monks at the temple. Well, they wouldn't let me. Well, they said I was special. They kept me very close, and I've never met another Aasimar. I've never known another Aasimar. I've only read about them. I've only heard about myself, and they've only told me I've never met another Aasimar.
I've only met one other one, and we, other than us two, never met anybody else. So this is nothing short of amazing. Which you mentioned a temple? Which temple?
A monastery.
Well, we're the order. Well, my temple is the Order of Clemency. I'm not sure if they're affiliated with you. To my knowledge,
the closest would be the Order of Faith.
Right.
Order of Faith, is that what I called it? Hold on. Gotta open my thing. Order of Fates.
So the Order of Faith. Okay. To my knowledge, the my temple's abbot, Sierra, never mentioned anything about the Order of Faith, but it's not like she told everybody everything. In fact, I'm sure there's a lot of things she didn't say. She might have even known about you.
I highly doubt it.
At least my older brother, his name is Tyr. At least Tyr and I, we shared everything, and we always wanted to find somebody else that was like us. And I assume by now we're kind of like approaching in. So, and Karn just kind of like fumbles again. I'd like to keep talking to you about this at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
Note that.
Okay, Eve, you can, but also give me a history and arcana check. Ephraim, as you try to flag down the face painter, they give you like a gentle like hand motion, very friendly. Basically just saying, one moment, we're almost there to you guys. And Dance nods his head up and down and says, but only if you are. After a little bit, the pixies that are passing out the cotton candy comes up to each and one of y'all and holds out a various cotton candy shapes and goes up to each and one of y'all and asks if you want one, and it's free of charge.
I'll take one.
Thank you.
What would you like? We got butterflies, we got stars, flowers, strawberry, ice cream cone, heart, swirl lollipop, bunny, and cats.
Strawberry.
They hand you a big, giant strawberry-shaped cotton candy to you.
Eve stopped at the word strawberry and asked for one.
And another strawberry for you.
I'm
Karn,
gonna try the stars.
And you get a big star.
Karn kind of just given the gravity of what he just learned, he just is kind of like in a pseudo daze, and he just kind of takes one without really noticing what it is.
Okay, in that case, roll me a d10. I had to count what all the shapes were. So yeah, roll me a d10.
Can I just roll a d20 and divide by 2?
No, why not d10?
Because I need to grab one.
You can just roll a D10 and D&D Beyond, bro.
I rolled a 5.
Also,
You get an ice cream
Lana
cone.
would like to go up to Rael, turn to Rael and ask him his name. Are you here, Ryu?
Oh, yeah, because Ryo was the only who didn't give that name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm here. I look at
Uh,
you. Look at you up and down. And then I look away, and then I basically say, "A name is a powerful thing, and I'd rather not share that while we're here."
I understand. Is there something I can call you?
You can call me Lyle.
Okay.
Yeah, I said no to the cotton candy.
Okay.
Take nothing that is for free in this place.
Yeah, Rael also denies it.
Okay. Dan, he gets the heart one.
Oh man.
The sucker for sweets. Okay. And then shortly after, the little gnome girl comes out to each and one of y'all with a palette full of various colorful paints. Some are even glittery, some are even glowing. And she asks if any of y'all want some fancy little paintwork on your faces.
Lucius will gladly accept. But obviously he already has a lot going on with his face as it is. But so he wants sort of like a floral design across his face that sort of accents whatever he already has, the black marks along his face, with the occult marks along his face. Try to keep it purple, keep it brilliant, keep it bright.
She bows and is like, as you wish, and she does exactly what you want, and she grabs the mirror and lets you see your reflection.
Oh my god, this is wonderful. Couldn't ask for anything better. Can we offer you a tip? Is there a way to tip you? I know this is free, but
She just leans over with her left cheek out, and she just taps it.
I give her a kiss.
She smiles and that's all. Okay, anyone else?
I love this place. No, I'll just kind of walk off on that.
Yeah.
I'm-
I'll have whatever
I'm-
Dane's having.
Well, so he's gonna. Oh, so Dane, he's cheesy, so he's gonna. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Oh boy, it's gonna be super cheesy. It's gonna be a A plus D forever in a big heart. On the cheek.
Yes. So he does that, but then he looks over to you, Ephraim. Ephraim, what's your favorite color?
Quick, pick a color, any color.
Ephraim.
Did you say a color?
You said black?
I said blue. Can
Blue,
you guys not
okay.
hear me?
No,
I didn't, not that time.
You sound a little far away. Okay, but he says the colors, and so his face work ends up being a red heart with A in blue, and plus sign is in black, and then for D, he has it in he has it in purple, and then he has for like glowing paint to go the borderline outside of the heart, and a little glitter smack in the center. And then when she's done, she goes up to you, April, and she's like, "Oh, you wanted the exact same thing?"
Yep, yeah, and then I just pulled out a couple of those.
So she does the exact same thing to you, and you just hear Dan like giggle, chuck off to the side. Anyone else?
Sure.
What would you like?
So Lilena's gonna get like a little star on her cheek and then some glitter, and that's like it.
She does that, and she holds the mirror out to you.
Thank you.
She goes, "No problem." Okay. Eve, Astrid, Karn, Ryle. Oh, you already passed Eve. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll pass on it as well.
Okay.
Karn paint on this fur.
Hey, it's magic
Karn
paint.
passes.
You don't know.
It stains even more.
Okay. And finally, y'all are ushered into the Big Top. Before you enter, you do see the two jesters that y'all previously met, except for Ephraim and Dan. The white and pink one and the white and green one. They're too busy, so they're not like too focused on you guys right now. But
I just wave at them.
they briefly give you a quick wave, and then they just go back because it's like 4 massive lines, and they gotta get everyone in pretty quickly. But they do smile and wave. So y'all are ushered into the Big Top, and once y'all are inside, it's definitely a lot bigger on the inside than what you could imagine it being on the outside. Like on the outside, you only saw like a pretty decent sized tent. But however, on the inside, it's like it feels like it's like 3 times taller than what it was outside, and so much wider too. You see, exactly. You see tons of rows of wooden seats, like bleachers type of style. They take up like back half of the room, while the front half is reserved for events, and it's currently sealed off by a red decorative curtain that has images of what you would normally see like on the circus. Elephant wearing a top hat, a giraffe wearing a bow tie, monkeys doing acrobatics, and the images are moving around like they're having a good time. You definitely get immediately you get like a smell of like smoke, hot peanuts, popcorn, bits of sweetness, and like a slight haze smell, like you would. There are strings of huge circular balls of light that glow in a yellow tint. They kind of like flicker on and off though. There's tons of colorful streamers flowing over the ceiling, leading to the side of the walls in different shades of colors, mostly golds and reds and checkered pattern of black and white. And everyone's just ushered in, seated row by row. Y'all got semi-lucky. Y'all got like in the center part, just a few rows away from the front though.
Out of the splash zone.
Splish.
And put me in the front. I want the best view in the house.
Gotta get Lucius a booster chair.
I mean, I don't have Subaru to sit on his shoulders anymore, so maybe
Yeah.
Ryan's shoulders.
I mean, I have a shell for a reason, so go
How
ahead,
how,
buddy.
t- how tall are you?
Bear. A solid 5'9".
I mean, taller than me. Let's go.
I mean, everyone's taller except me, probably.
Pretty much.
This is true.
Okay, you actually have a few moments. There's still got a lot more people to ushered in, so
Well,
what would y'all like to do?
Well, that's going on. Eve would probably finish identifying the wristband on her. I rolled I don't know where I posted it.
Oh, I see. I will DM you later.
Oh, God.
I want to eat my cotton candy. What does it taste like?
Yeah. What's the cotton candy taste?
It tastes whatever your favorite flavor is, like your favorite candy.
Ooh.
Lylem
With
has
this?
never had candy.
Oh,
Tastes like
Different
two
you-
bartend.
So it tastes
It-
like candy. I've never had candy, but it tastes like my favorite one if I would have tasted it.
then it tastes like regular like cotton candy to you. Like it's
Okay,
sweet and
Use
course
your
it
imagination.
melts in your mouth.
That actually sucks because now you won't be able to pinpoint the flavor until you try it. You may
Yeah.
go your entire life without knowing what your favorite candy is.
Oh my god.
And now you're gonna have a sugar rush, and it's all downhill from here.
Yep.
Lucius
While we're
is on
waiting-
hour 5 of his sugar rush.
While we're waiting, I'm just gonna take out my arrow making kit and like a grandma just be knitting.
Knitting.
You know, there was two other books that weren't identified, right?
I think Rael took the books.
Yep, they
Oh.
mysteriously disappeared.
As
Darn.
as we're sitting here waiting, I'm gonna activate my circlet. The Helm of Comprehending Languages.
Okay.
Just so I can understand people.
BRB really quick.
Okay.
Deep fried peanut butter and jelly sounds fucking awful.
Oh my god, it
I want
sounds
deep
amazing.
fried Oreo, please.
Never had one.
It's best you didn't.
I
Hey,
hear
Ellie.
it's addicting.
Hey Ellie,
Eh?
how learned is your character in terms of history?
Very.
Can you roll me a history check real quick?
$18?
When I told you my name was Liel, you recognized the name.
Oh. You can DM me.
Oh.
Ooh.
What's your history modifier?
Mine +1, but literally all I fucking did as a kid was read.
So you're
Literally all I
proficient at
did.
it.
Same.
I just have a high int modifier and I'm proficient, but it wasn't my question. Detective Eve's on the case. Just don't ask me to do athletics.
I mean, I'm not proficient in it, but you know,
I think
all I
wizards
did
get
was
it.
read as a kid. That's
think
all I
wizards
had to
get
do.
Proficient by default, or maybe it's just my backstory. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was my backstory for me.
I almost want to wish I could take a short rest, but there's like no way in hell they're gonna allow that, so I can get 3 slots back.
A short
Yes,
rest is
sir.
an hour, and we're currently stuck in an event. So
Yep.
Wait, does
I thought it
sitting
was
down
30.
for the event
hour.
for an hour count as a short rest?
no, because we're actively doing something. We're watching the event.
Eve cast sleep on herself. What are you talking about?
You can't sleep. Well, then you're
I'm
not
gonna
getting
take
a
a nap.
short rest.
Sweet. Use up another spell slot.
Hey, I use one spell slot to get 2 spell slots back.
What if you miss your rolls and don't even hit your own HP?
And also, reminder: if it is interrupted, you don't get shit. So we're not gonna be here for an hour. We're gonna be here for a bit and then leave.
Damn.
Or something is gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
That's
Damn.
why I was like, let's all stay close to A-frame a little bit here. I was hoping that anyway.
Wink,
I'm
wink.
staying close to A-frame because I know what the plan is if shit goes down.
My plan is
Oh.
stuffing a
Okay.
halfling down my shell.
And that protective bubble for that 10th HP.
It's okay. I'll just cast invisibility and hide.
I thought that was the other Eve.
I mean, she can do it too. I'm just saying Eve doesn't like fighting. Because she gets too destructive when she's cold Eve.
Ah.
Okay, everyone's still here? Epic, you too, or? Okay, there you go. I just saw you muted, so I just want to make sure. Okay, so, more crowds come filing in, and it's about to dwindle down now. Everyone's settling in. The room is filled with, like, chattering and everything. You hear some animal noises. The images on the curtain are getting more active. You're starting to see like the monkeys throwing balls, elephants trying to balance on a ball. All of a sudden, like a lion appears and he's just running around, doing leaps through, like a silver circle that's on fire. The giraffe is not doing much, just being a typical giraffe. Just craning his head around the curtain. The kids in the crowd are like oohing and awing because like a curtain is like have like moving objects, so they're pretty impressed and are quite focused on that. You hear like a lot of oohs and ahs, and you see some like popcorn getting tossed in the air. There's people walking up and down the aisles, offering various food and drinks. And
I heard ooh woos and ahs.
Wow.
She's gonna
Are
kill
you
you.
trying to
She's gonna
trigger
kill
the
you.
You saw what
And
happened
then
to
a-
Uwu.
And then a stray fireball.
Changed
Eve
my
gets
mind. I changed my mind over you being on my shell. I need to get off my shell immediately.
You need to leave.
Just throw you. Like,
DM makes Cold Eve come back. Cold Eve stares down Halfling. Halfling gets shot by a fucking fireball. Gets one
A
shot.
meteor falls on Lucius.
A meteor hits me and only me.
No, I just give the scroll to freaking Lucius. Hey, Lucius, look at the scroll. It's really good. Has good information about tall guys in it.
Oh my
Gets
God.
mind fucked.
I'll read it.
You get mind fucked, alright.
Okay, and then a few more moments pass, and the lights starts to dim. The room gets dark, and slowly your fellow carnival goers begin to silence. It gets really black, really dark.
Well, then I'm having a little bit of PTSD.
Dan actually grabs onto Ephraim's hand and kind of like grips it tightly. He kind of looks down at the ground. Who here has dark vision? Actually, is everyone?
Karn does.
I don't, but I'm wearing an artifact that gives me dark vision, so yes.
I do.
Let me
Ephraim,
make sure.
Yes.
Don't worry, I'll cast light and ruin the whole show for everyone.
no, I don't have dark vision.
I do
So
not have that vision.
okay, Ephraim. So
So-
you do see Dan's expression. He just like looks at the ground. His eyes are wide, and he is like gripping onto your hand, as in like for dear life right now. It goes on for like a little longer, and then all of a sudden, two huge spotlights starts to cover and move around the huge curtain. The images that were various of animals that were doing circus acts or just doing silly stuff just to entertain the guests while people are away start to move excitedly off to the side of the curtain to do a reveal. Then you hear a set of drums beginning to play, and after a while, the drum increases their beats. And then after a little bit, the guest starts to mumble a little bit, like asking each other, like, "What's going on? What's about to happen?" And then you hear in a guy's voice announce, "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages from all walks of realms, thank you for coming to the Big Top Extravaganza. Let the show begin." And time for new music.
As soon as everything went dark, Cardin probably would have stuck next to Wylena.
Okay. The moment that he says this, everything in the whole room lights up. A bang, and with a bang, golden confetti comes exploding from the ceilings, raining down with glitter, and huge circle lights glowing brightly. The curtain opens wide, an explosion of flames emit from the stage. A group of guys and girls appear on stage and begin to sing and dance. Their music is a bit like a mixture of like a bit of rock, pop, a little rap. It's like a little, just a slight mixture.
So just Lucius's thing.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Good old Lucius.
During
I'm having the time of my life. I'm clapping. I'm getting giddy.
During the performance, you see flames burst around the tent, balloons appearing out of nowhere and bursting in colors of colorful smoke, and different colors of streamers come spreading out. The audience are feeling it, just like as Lucius is. The kids are like jumping up and down. Other people start like trying to like sing along with them. The band members, they're like all various races and sexes. Pretty much like all areas of walks of life. They're there. In the background, there's are people doing like aerial hoops, aerial like silks, where like they cling onto a long piece of cloth and they just start like bending their bodies to the fabric. And there's some on the stage portion, people are doing contortions, riding on unicycles while blowing out fire and glitter out of their mouths and even ears. And some other people on the stage are swallowing swords. Eventually, the people who are singing, lost track. So basically, the people who are singing and dancing jumps off the stage. They run up and down the aisles, tossing candy. And everyone, okay, for those who are gonna try to snatch this candy, give me like a dex, either athletics or acrobatics check.
Karn rolled an 11 on acrobatics.
Eve's gonna probably just pass. She's still thinking about the wristband.
It's more of like, for Karn, it's more like a reaction if one gets near him. He just kind of like snaps his hand out.
Yeah, if one falls by my feet, I'll grab it. Or just falls in my lap.
Definitely try to grab one.
Definitely not in the mood for having fun.
What was an athletic check or
Yeah.
what was it?
Athletics or acrobatics?
Ooh. Well,
Look at
I
this
rolled
guy.
athletics, which I have a negative on, and I got a 17.
Oh
Did
my
better than the rest of
god.
us.
Lucius is into it.
He horribly sucks at it. He's so good at it. That's how it works for him.
Yep.
Okay, so
Holy shit.
just to make sure.
Uh,
Ooh, 26.
He got like 5 pieces of candy, okay?
Ryu just took everyone's candy.
He did.
Dude, he's gonna make an arrow out of it.
He's
Okay,
gonna make an arrow out of it.
So Ephraim and Ashton, y'all don't want attempt to grab candy?
Nope.
So let's see here. We'll start with Karn. Karn, you said you got 11?
Mhm.
You got 3 pieces of candy. The moment it touches your hand and turns into your favorite type. Lylena, you got 2 pieces of candy.
Aw, that's pity candy.
Ryle, you get 10 pieces of candy.
Holy shit.
Lucius, you get 8 pieces of candy.
Hey.
As you grab these candies, they magically transform into your favorite candy. So I guess now you know your favorite candy, Lylena.
Cool.
Some of the dancers starts to have like fire come out of their hands, and they're doing like very interesting designs with the flames as they go up and down the aisles. And some other ones are tossing streamers over the crowd and just covering up everyone. The kids are digging it. And then eventually, some of the dancers stop what they're doing. They start going up and down the aisle. You see one dancer going into the crowd, grabbing this lovely feminine tiefling, and starts to dance with her. A guy goes into another part of the crowd, grabs an old man, and starts just having like a little fun, just trying to get him to smile and laugh. And each one by one, they start to grab people. Some of the dancers, they return the guests back to their seats after they got done dancing with them or doing like little singing fun with them. Some of the dancers brings the guests onto stage to dance with various other performers there. They go back, and eventually one of them looks over to you at Lylena, and he's like a tall elf guy with black hair. Not long, like a little shaggy around like the chin area and the ear area. Wearing like black, gold, and dark blue type outfit, and he reaches his hand into your direction, and he goes, "Milady."
She is bright red.
He winks at you. He's like, "I'll be gentle, I promise."
Oh god. She does not want to go.
Oh, pick me, pick me.
Pick him. Pick him.
Guy on top of his fucking turtle shell.
Pick
Pick
him,
me,
pick
pick
him.
me.
He looks up at Lucius, and he holds out his hand to you. I was like, "Oh, well, you look mighty fine too. Want a tang?"
Will gladly accept. Why, certainly.
He winks and grabs your hand and gently leads you off around your shell, and roll a performance check.
Oh my god.
Not proficient, but this is totally my thing.
Hey man, you freaking.
I mean,
killed it
it's like
before.
your poetry thing. He's got to roll twice.
I rolled a 12.
Wow. So he's really digging you. You have fun. He leads you up and down the aisles, and then he puts you on stage to go dance with some other performers. The guy that the jester mentioned to you outside about skipping leg day is definitely there on stage.
Oh my god.
Nice. I could definitely outdo that.
Well, see you in 3 weeks, Lucius.
We all know what happens when he gets on stage. He doesn't come back.
Like this is the second time. Like he's usually not on the stage, but this is like the second time he's been on the stage. He's getting comfortable. This is his thing now. He's found his home.
Time to take a
And
level of
then-
bard.
I almost want to prank your character, but nah.
Oh my god.
Actually, to be real with this, my next point or my next level up is probably gonna be a point in bard.
Nice.
Nice.
Get that bardic inspiration.
Out of curiosity, Mari,
Yes.
how far away is the stage from where Eve is standing or sitting?
Y'all just y'all are pretty close to the stage. You're just like a few rows back, so
Whoopee cushion. Whoopee cushion. Whoopee cushion.
you're
How
maybe
many
like
feet?
feet. Okay, let me do math. Oh god, math. How dare you? 20. We'll go with 20 feet from the edge, like the absolute like edge.
All right. Noticing Eve seeing Mr. Halfling having fun, she does a minor illusion stage of a whoopee cushion.
There.
You won't know it's me.
How
I was-
dare.
I was gonna put a fucking banana. I was gonna put illusion of banana underneath your feet, but I don't know if you would. I don't know if it's close enough. Is he within 30 feet of me, Mari?
I say yes. Are you thinking
Okay.
of a kitchen near
No,
him?
no. I'm gonna create a minor illusion of a banana peel underneath Lucius's feet. It's fake to him, but he might notice it and start freaking out. That's my goal.
Oh my goodness, how is oh
Hey, fairies gotta have fun sometimes.
what's the skill for your my illusion, like what's the skill check?
For him, it would be an intelligence check. He has to be at a 15 to realize it's fake and not, freak out about it.
Okay. Lucius, are you what are you doing on stage currently?
I am in tune with the whatever performance that I have to do. Like I will say I'll probably roll this at disadvantage because I'm not expecting this. I'm just in the zone of the crowd right now. I'm absorbing all this.
Okay.
Respect.
Roll
Intentional.
for okay. Well, you definitely all of a sudden see a banana peel at your feet. Go ahead and roll for.
Am I rolling?
Investigation.
Investigation, bada boom.
If you beat a 15, you know it's fake and you give me shit.
I didn't give it a disadvantage. It's 14. 14 with disadvantage.
Well, so you know the banana's there. You think it's real. Technically, if you were to step on it, you would, just step through it. But what would Lucius do?
I don't know who it's from, right? I just see like a fucking banana on stage.
Yes.
I'm gonna. Is there any other foreign objects? I would try to juggle if I have enough objects, but if it's only the banana, then I'm just gonna. I don't know. Fucking leave it there. If it's the only thing there. It seems out of place, right? It's just the banana on stage.
Yeah.
It's a
will, like,
banana
point to it.
peel.
But like, yeah, watch out for the banana peel. Watch out for the banana peel.
Don't lose your stance.
Okay,
Probably
so
dance
now-
around it, do a little jig around it.
Oh. So while Lucius is on stage, Eve, you're doing the banana peel thing. A guy, a tiefling, very tall, dark purple skin, who's also one of the dancers, sees Dane, notices that he's like he's like something's off, and he's not supposed gosh, words are hard right now. That he's not feeling it right now, and that definitely something's heavily on his mind. So he gets on his knee in front of Dane and holds his hand out, and a red rose appears in his hand, and he puts the rose on his lap and returns the hand open again. And I go, care to dance?
I stand up instantly, get in between them, and say, I kindly ask you to leave us alone for now.
He stands up and he puts his hands in the air. It's like, hey, it's all good. Just trying to have some fun. Your friend here seems like he could use a little bit more entertainment.
It's none of your concern. Thank you.
He lowers his head in like an all right kind of motion, and then he bends over to the slide and just to see like Dan's face, and he goes, if you want some fun after the show, just meet me out back. And Dan doesn't look at him. He's just too busy focusing on you, Ephraim.
Oh boy.
So if he doesn't move off, I take a step forward, like into him.
Oh my gosh. So the guy, he does his hand motion again, and he gives you a little wave, like, no offense, sir. And he goes back and he tries to find someone else to grab into the crowd. There's two other dancers who appear in your section. They start asking, shouting in the crowd, who wants to go on stage? Raise your hand. Do any of you guys raise your hand? Except for, of course, you, Lucius.
I'm already at it.
Nope.
Okay, so they look around, they see some kids, each of them grab a kid and brought them to the stage, and the kids are having fun. They're just playing with some juggling balls that are nearby, and they don't notice the banana peel till... Ooh.
Oh no.
You hurt a kid!
The two little kids.
I was about to type something too to change it up, and you just did this to me. I was gonna do that.
Illusion.
Actions have consequences.
I was gonna do that. Fuck.
Too late.
Just an illusion.
So the little kids, they're feeling each other, not like feeling each other, but like
What?
not like
Oh
that.
my god.
Dancing!
They're
God!
yes, thank
Your
you.
mind's out of the gutter.
So they're just like having fun with some like nearby juggling balls, and they're just having fun tossing the ball, running back and forth, trying to sing along to the beat of the music. And one of them sees a banana peel and starts freaking out, and he falls on his butt, and the ball lands on his face.
Oh.
He starts to cry a little bit, but his other friend pokes in a banana peel, knowing that it didn't move, and so now they're just kind of like poking at the banana now, and they're both laughing. So it's all
Now
good
it
now.
goes into a whoopee cushion and
See?
starts farting?
Eve realizing that the plan backfired, she uses her new level 6 move to change the shape and appearance of the illusion to that of a whoopee cushion underneath freaking Lucius's foot. And the banana peel just disappears to the kids.
Ephraim, Dan, once the guy leaves, Dan kind of like tugs at your shirt and says, it's okay, just don't mind him, just come sit back down. And I so I guess you do the whoopee cushion near Lucius. Oh, you just make the sound effect automatically.
Oh, it's an ore.
It is.
Okay. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. It's a banana peel that makes a fart noise. Fuck it.
You know what? Roll me a d6, and based off what you get is how loud it's gonna be.
Oh god.
Do it
Oh
in
my god.
do it in DD Beyond.
A 4.
Well, it's not as loud as it could have been, but it is decently loud. It gets some people in the first row hear it, and they just look at Lucius and they're like, "Oh, well, I guess he's just so into it that he lost control."
Hearing the noise, I will be like, I'll kind of look for the source. And no, it didn't come from me. But I'm assuming since there's like something under my foot, at first I'm gonna be like, excuse me, but the show must go on. I'm gonna keep doing my thing, and then I'm gonna try to interact with the whoopee cushion.
It's a banana that farted.
Oh yeah, a banana that farted. Excuse me.
Also, Eve is probably laughing her ass off in the background, so trying to cheer herself up.
Okay, after a few minutes of this performance of the singers, they quickly start ushering people back to their seats that were on stage. And once everyone is seated back to their spots, they go back up to the stage. They huddle up and scream, "Welcome to Witchlight!" And with that, fireworks explode all over the walls and sparklers surround the stage. The crowd around you guys begins to clap and cheer, some even throwing popcorn onto the stage. Then, as the dancer starts to go off to the side, a girl with black and purple hair, black cat ears and fluffy long tail, wearing fishnet stockings, black leather thigh-high boots, a black and white striped shirt with a black leather corset that has metal chains going up and down the front, and has a curled up I don't know what you guys are talking about. Anyway, they have a curled up whip attached to her right side of her hip. She starts to clap and slightly bows to the performers, and then waves to the crowd. She sees you guys, takes a glance at the group, takes a glance at you guys, and gives y'all a little wink with a smirk. Then she glances around the crowds again, opens her arms up, and starts to say to the crowd, "Give it a round of applause for that amazing performance!" And she does a little small clap. "I would like to start off by saying thank you so much for attending this event. Mr. Light and Mr. Witch always do their best to provide entertainment, and in fact, they prepared some extra treats which we'll get to later," and she winks. "For now, I would like to welcome Mr. Light to the stage. Everyone give applause to Mr. Light." Some of the crowd starts to clap and seem quite enthused. The kids starts to scream. More sparklers begin to go off around the stage with many fireworks shooting off and exploding. A spotlight illuminates a slender elven figure sitting in a silver hoop suspended above the center ring by silk ropes. The elf is wearing like a dazzling suit, pure like diamond paned mirrors with stripes and a pair of butterfly wings, all colors of like white and red. His sleeves flare out towards the end with like red feathers along the edges. He spins his scepter around and appears to be topped with a golden pair of butterfly wings with red glass embedded into it. He gives like an elegant hop off the silver ring and approaches the elegant cat girl and bows slightly, then gets on one knee and holds his hand out to her. The girl places her hand in his and he kisses the top of it, and he goes, "Hello, Highness," he says. She blushes and giggles. Then he makes his way to the front of the stage. And the girl goes off to the side, just stands in the back. She sees like some blue checkered balls and she tries to juggle, and she fails miserably. Like, at first she was good, but then the balls just kind of like fall out of order and then all over to the floor. Mr. Light begins to say, "Thank you, everyone, for attending my beloved carnival. I hope you've been having fun and not eating too much berry custard cupcakes. But if you are, so be it. You may never know what tomorrow brings." Now, we have various performances planned for your entertainment, and there will be people bringing in refreshments that can be purchased with coin for your liking. Now, with all due haste, he starts to move away from the front of the stage towards like the center of the ring and stands tall while spinning his scepter. Let's get on with the show. As he says that, explosions of flames emits off the stage as firecrackers pop off in the air above the crowds, and different performances begin to happen. One section of the stage, you see a bugbear wearing blue overalls with cloth fairy wings attached and wearing a pumpkin head. Starts to show off his strength by lifting huge, massive weights and doing an odd jiggle dance, while also balancing on one foot. Another part of the stage, you see something like rise out from the ground, and it's a shape of a clamshell pool, and up here is like a little mermaid lady, covered in like dark blue colors, wearing gold accessories on her wrists, her neck, her waist, and her chest area. And she starts to sing this lovely tune, and it kind of memorized people. Everyone make like okay, charisma saving throw.
Oh god, charisma.
Charisma.
Well, I'm charmed.
Oh, natural 20. Plus 6, so 26 apparently. I'm good at charisma.
I apparently am now in love with the mermaid.
Natural 6.
Let's see. 16.
Hey,
Yeah,
whenever I say I'm
basically.
good at something, I roll like shit.
Mhm.
Hello, mirror room. Where I tried to dive into a mirror.
Yeah.
Be like that.
Hey, me and Avery got nat 20s.
Okay. Anyone who rolled less than 15, you're not affected by it. People who got 15 or below, you start to feel enchanted by her. Like, her singing is mesmerizing. And you kind of just slightly get lost in it. You see some fellow audience members just eyeing her constantly and just kind of awestruck, while some other ones are like so focused on like other performers, and like there's so much going on that they're just more in tune with everything else except for her voice.
I'm checking on Dane, see if he's acting weird, and I also turn to Lylena and ask if that guy that we saw was Mr. Light.
Would I know?
They did in
So I thought they introduced him as
Yeah,
Mr.
they
Light.
did introduce him
Yeah.
as Mr. Light, I thought.
Yeah,
The question is, were you paying attention?
But then I was confused because Epic's asking me if it was Mr. Light. Yes! It
Sounds
was
like your
Mr.
normal
Light.
static adventures.
Yeah, it is. I'm Goldfish, hello.
You got you both goldfish.
You look over at Dane, and he's fascinated with her.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I'm slapping him in the face a little bit. Not hard.
Oh my god.
Not
Dane takes-
hard.
Dane takes 1 point of damage and
Possessive.
falls to the ground.
It's like what you try to do to bring someone to, you know?
Roll
He's gonna have a notebook.
Hey,
Right? Holy shit.
Oh, I'm sorry, not
Just-
a notebook. He's gonna have a
just,
cloth linen thing.
just roll me a d20 and we'll see what that. Yeah,
Like Death Note up in here.
Well, I would say Eve was laughing her ass off at freaking Lucius, but now she
Okay.
is basically going goo goo gaga for mermaid.
He, with that, he's still focusing on her.
Wait, what'd you roll? So?
6. Oh.
What I roll on the charm? 4.
Oh.
Apparently, I'm in love with mermaids now.
Mm.
You're not in love. It's not like not like that. You're just like fascinated. Like you're into her singing.
Oh,
So you're still having a good
Counterspell.
time. You're still
You
having
want
a
to
good
do
time.
anything else say for him?
I've got my eyes locked on this Mr. Light then. Is spell I'm doing right now.
yeah. Eve would, but she fascinated right now.
As the mermaid continues to sing, you see water take shape above her head of various circus animals, similar to the ones that you saw moving on the curtain, and shapes of children just playing and dancing above her head, and little glowing bubbles starts emanating from her and starts spreading throughout the crowd over. And as various other performances happen, all of a sudden, little circus animals with a top hat balloon, hold on, okay, circus-shaped animals of a balloon, wearing a top hat while also holding a checkered balloon, appears over everyone's laps. With a split second later, it bursts, and on everyone's lap comes forth golden glowing confetti with a few pieces of candy. Everyone roll a d6.
My name is Mom, and I don't roll that well. Gets a 6.
I said that about the charisma thing.
Okay, whatever you guys roll is the amount of candy that appears in your lap, and it transforms into your favorite candy.
Strawberries.
Also, besides the candy and the confetti, you also see 2 glowing orbs that appear in front of you. Also, everyone roll a d20. Not a d20, 2 d100s, but don't add them together, like 2 separate rolls.
So 2 sets of D100?
Yes.
I'm sorry, you said 2 D100s?
Yep. And then just type out the 2 numbers you guys get. Okay, starting from the top, Karn, one of those orbs transforms into a potted daffodil, and you see it swaying, and the reason why it's swaying is because it's near a source of music, which there is a lot of right now. You also receive 63 a black executioner's hood that is sized for a pixie or a sprite.
What?
Yep. Ryle, you receive a copper coin with smiling Satar's face on one side and a Satar skull on the other. And you also get a 1-inch square painting of a sleeping elf.
1 inch? So
1
it's
inch.
fucking tiny?
It's super tiny.
Oh my god.
Lylana, you get a sheet of music that goblins find upsetting when they hear it played or sung. And you also get a soot-stained sock in which a nugget of coal magically appears each day at dawn.
A soup stained sock?
Soot, yeah, soot.
Soot.
I will.
SOOT.
Yeah.
Soot. Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
Eve, you get a collection of. Oh my god. You get a collection of baby teeth in a tiny wooden box.
What the fuck?
You also get delicate silver cameo with pictures of twin children opposite of one another.
Cameo of twin children?
Opposites of one each other, yeah. Ashrin, you get an old invitation to a banquet in the summer court written in ink on vellum in Sylvan. And you also get a potted daffodil that sways when near a source of music, which is also currently swaying like crazy. Epic, you get a paper wasp net in a jar and tasseled wine charm shaped like a sprite. Lucius, you get 39. A vial of vicious liquid label 4 million spits, do not drink.
Okay.
And a paper wasp nest in a jar as well.
I just kind of look at it curious, like, what the fuck do we do with this?
Drink it, Lucius.
Hey, at least you didn't get baby teeth.
I mean, still, this is.
Haven't you ever heard of the Tooth Fairy?
Yeah,
Yes, I'm now the tooth fairy.
We're trying to scout you as the Tooth Fairy, though.
Lucius will literally look over. What the fuck is the Tooth Fairy?
Well, when you lose a tooth, when you're a child and you put the tooth under your pillow and then your parents come in and they put a copper piece underneath your pillow. Or, I mean, the Tooth Fairy comes in and puts a copper piece underneath your pillow. Sorry, I spoiled the Tooth Fairy.
Must be an ASMR thing. I've never heard of it either.
Wait, you
I'm just
you
kidding.
know? Wait.
You guys
Never
have
heard of it.
Out of character. He said
Okay.
He's like, never heard of it.
He would probably know of different types of fairies, just never seen one.
Well, I had the Tooth Fairy visit me when I was a kid.
Is this supposed to be a fairy tale like Santa Claus?
Who's Santa?
Who's Santa?
Santa
Claus?
who?
Oh boy.
Shaft?
Were you guys ever children? Did Dane get anything?
He did. I was about to go over that. He got a pair of green leprechaun boots tied together by their laces, and a
One second.
what? He also got a wooden top with 4 sides, each bearing the image of child enjoying a different season.
I'm like,
Ladle.
I do not want
Out of play.
I do not want to touch this sock that I just got. I'm like, ew.
It's a gift.
But it's dirty. I'll like wrap
Good
it.
gift,
I'll like
Ryle.
wrap it in something and put it in my bag.
Oh, I'm gonna. I'll like kind of like this black executioner. What's she doing? Oh, she's. I don't know. Sorry, daughter was
Yep.
picking up something.
It's so good to be a kid.
Uh-huh. One of these
Literally-
things is not like the other.
Literally everything is food
Okay.
to a small child. I'm gonna hold out the very tiny black executioner's hood. It's smaller than the size of a fucking beanie, right?
What is? Oh, it's a fucking hat, right?
That's like black executioner's hood size for a pixie or sprite, so it doesn't even fit Eve's head.
Well, she's bigger than that.
I'm gonna put it on my pinky.
Lylena giggles.
Yeah, I hold out a sack to Dane. Kind of like, you want me to keep those things?
He goes, sure, and he gently puts it in, and he kind of mutters, "Fey people and their weird trinkets, I swear." Okay, and then more performances happen. You see a tiny firefly, like a miniature circus in itself, with just of nothing but fireflies, that are floating around an org dressed like a Djinn. You also see a tiefling on stage breathing fire while summoning tiny little fairy creatures that got more like pixies, something like pixies, um and the little pixies are floating around coughing up smoke. But the smoke is like different colors. It's like each one is doing like a different color, so it's like a mixture of like rainbow just surrounding him. And then the show continues. You see a similar jester wearing teal colors going around the crowd, and he's performing like those like little meme silent games, especially with like children. He's also doing it with some adults too. You recognize him. He's the same jester who was writing on the notebook, communicating with you guys, over by the Hall of Illusions. You see fairy dragons flying over over y'all's heads with bright streamers tied to their tails, and they're performing like little dazzling aerobatic acts in the air. On stage, there's more acrobatics, some swinging to each other, some just like going through hoops that are on fire. And you see clowns juggling. They're also going up and down the aisles too, playing with kids. And fire breathers are just prancing up and down the aisles as well. Some of the dancers and singers that y'all witnessed before, they're in a crowd too, doing flaming acts with their hands, trying to be all pedazz with them. And then Mr. Light, who is having a time of his life on stage, walks up to the front again and yells out, "Would anyone or any group would like to come onto the stage to perform an act for the crowd? There is a reward involved, and whoever the crowd likes more will be rewarded. I will give everyone 5 minutes to come up with something, and then we'll begin."
Does
And-
he say what the reward is?
That's a surprise. So he's looking around in a crowd right now, looking for volunteers, and there's quite a few people.
I will suggest our group, 100%. I'll be like, guys, we could do this. We could totally do this. I want that prize.
What would we do?
Barbershop quartet. Well, there's more of us, but we could totally do the barbershop quartet. You guys have voices, right? You could sing.
Sure.
Barbershop quartet.
Yeah. It's like a bunch of dudes who wear well, it doesn't really matter their sex, but they wear these little hats, right? They're singing. There's always a baritone, and it sings a little like this.
Karn read a lot, like, growing up. Well, in his temple. All of this is going over his head.
I would look incredulously at Luscious and say,
Luscious?
Did you not go through the same experience that the rest of us just went through? How in the fucking world can you be in a mood to party right now?
The best way to win the game is to play the game. I want out of here as much as the rest of you. Honestly, I really do. I didn't even want to come here in the first fucking place. But while I am here, I am gonna have whatever fun I can.
Karn looks at he's got a point.
Okay.
And I think in order to depending on how this goes, we may be able to get some information out of Mr. Light.
That's true, we could.
We do need to talk to him.
That's probably a better option than burying my axe in his chest, which is what I feel like doing right now.
Dan immediately turns to you with wide eyes.
As much as I think we all have our personal feelings about Mr. Light, I do think we need to go about this in a strategic manner rather than trying to chop his face in.
Now I wish I had fly. I would make Lucius fly around the room. Oh wait, we have pixie powder.
We have pixie powder?
Didn't someone get pixie dust from the event?
I believe it was from a carnival game.
Yeah, someone did.
I think somebody got pixie dust. I don't remember who.
It might have been Taboo.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
No, it
you?
wasn't.
Oh.
It's in the campaign notes if anyone really cares. But we don't know who got it.
Yep, nobody was.
Person.
Yeah, we don't know. But because Eve has no other ideas.
I don't know what the fuck might happen, but I could rip off
Well,
a mystery patch or two.
I will enhance our performance with Spirit Guardians when we get on stage.
So y'all are gonna volunteer to get on stage.
Sure.
We were more voluntold, but yes.
Voluntold, yes.
Convinced by the wise words, Luscious.
Because Eve is also in the same mindset. She has a few choice words for him. But it's like Lucius said, he has a very good point. Play the game.
Once I see people start agreeing, I'm just sitting there like, all right. So who's got a deep voice? We need a baritone. We need a falsetto. We need voices, people. We need voices. Who can sing?
I mean,
What?
I can't
Yes,
sing, but I can make someone sing.
Then what? Then wait, what?
I mean, there are 7 of us. I don't think we all have to sing. Just playing to your strengths, I think myself and Shrim are quite nimble on our feet.
Eve pulls out her wine bottle thing that plays music when she opens it. I have this.
We can also just do a live performance. I have been known to be a killer on the drum set.
I mean,
Does anybody have a drum set?
I get into my
As
shell.
Karn looks.
Oh, you have bagpipes! Oh shit! I totally forgot you had those.
Yeah.
how about this? We give him the bagpipes, and we all just snap our fingers and stuff and sync to him playing the bagpipes.
Unbeknownst to Rael, I'm going to like once he starts doing his bagpipe, I'm gonna start hitting different parts of his shell, right? You know those? I forget what the instrument is actually called, but you know those are like
The
those
steel
gongs?
drum thing?
Yeah, the little steel drum that has like those different notes. Does
I
Rael's
love those.
shell?
The
Does
hanging
Rael's
drums or
shell
whatever.
make different noises at different parts of the shell that I hit?
Some parts are fuller than others, so
We've got minor illusion to make it happen, right?
We can make this work, people.
I mean,
I
So
will be
Mr.
using.
Like appears again on stage, and I was like, okay, raise your hands if you're gonna volunteer.
She like slowly raises her arm, like real shy.
We raise our hands.
Yeah, raise our hands.
so
He's looking around in the crowd, and he points to a pink tiefling female. She comes on stage. He looks around the crowd again. He sees a group of gnomes stacking on top of each other, trying to like grab his attention. And he was like, I like that attitude. I like that energy. Y'all, come right. So the group of gnomes come up. He's looking around. And
I take out my bagpipe and I start making a whatever the fuck a bagpipe solo is.
okay, roll a I guess a performance.
Okay, so
I have my flute. Oh my god.
It's basically America's Got Talent.
It really
I've got
is.
a horn. I've got a horn.
So Eve is literally just gonna make drum noises with the freaking turtle shell.
so
Okay.
that's an 8 performance because I'm proficient in my bagpipes.
Okay, well, that's not enough to catch his attention. He was like, okay, you, Turtle Man. I like that. Come here. You and whoever.
There we go.
I put Lucius onto my back and start walking forward with him.
I'm going with him and I'm pulling out my flute.
Yeah.
I'll go with him, and every time Rael makes a step, I make a minor illusion noise of a little squeak noise.
Is Ashton going up too?
Ashrin does not want to go up.
Karn just goes up to him and be like, look, I think we have to do this. I think you and we can kind of finagle something to the rhythm.
You see Ashrin still trying to clean his blood-matted fur. And he does not appear interested.
He's licking his
need
fucking blood
answers.
fur to clean it.
Yep.
Maybe cats can't sing, but perhaps a cat can dance. Huh? I think I've seen a play about that before.
Ashrin holds up his paw, and his middle claw just starts extending out towards Lucius. But he'll take a few tentative steps up.
I was gonna say, Lucian's about to have more enemies.
Okay. Ephraim, are you going up?
I'm going up, dragging Dane with me, and pulling the horn out of my pack.
He's Dan's
What?
Dan's a bit reluctant, but since you're grabbing him, he follows. Okay, so y'all go on stage. He's looking around. He's like, okay, just need one more, and then he sees a tall elf with black hair, another like male, and he ushers him up. Then he leads y'all off to the side of the stage, and he's like, okay, everyone, 5 minutes, come up with what you're gonna do, and then one at a time I'm gonna have y'all perform on stage, and then once everything is done, I'm gonna go and ask the crowd who they liked more, and based off the loudest applause will be the winner.
Oh, Eve
Now,
has an evil idea.
Good luck. He spins his scepter, he turns around, and he walks away.
Okay. My plan is I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians and play my flute.
Eve is gonna be the quote-unquote sound the sound of
Sound girl?
speakers. Yes, I will create the sounds to amplify and make the mood great. Also, I whisper to the crowd or to us. I also might make some clap noises when it's our turn for being voted.
It's like, can't you just minor illusion them cheering for us?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
So Karn's gonna suggest, okay, so what if everybody that's playing an instrument or singing make a theme like there's a battle going on, you know, lots of beats to build up, and Astronaut will just go into a sparring match.
Look, that could work. That could definitely work. I'm down with that.
To the rhythm of the sounds.
Oh, I can amplify the sound noises. Don't
What
worry.
should my spirit guardians be?
Dildos.
No.
Angels and demons.
During sort of the suggestion, has Alicia just sort of like try to take as much as the center stage, right? Take as much of the leadership role as he can. Look, all great ideas. I don't mind yet. It's a brilliant idea to have sort of like a sparring match going on during the performance. I do have a suggestion for a song. Has anyone here ever heard of the song "Smells Like Teen Spirit"?
Just for shits and giggles, can Eve do a history check? Mari?
BRB, we're gonna put our daughter to bed, so 5 minutes?
Yep, that's fine.
We have our headset on, so we can still listen. You want a history check on what?
I want a history check if I know what the song "It Smells Like Teen Spirit" is.
It's by the great band Fool Fighters.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Wait!
I hate that you just said that.
I'm gonna fucking find you and kick you in real life.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You just made Astrid cry. Astrid cry.
I mean, you probably made Ashton cry.
Oh.
Did you do that on purpose?
Look,
Yes.
copyright is a thing. Fool Fighters.
Go ahead
Okay.
and roll a history check.
You know, I rolled a 12. Do I know it exists?
I know of a far better version. By not the Fool Fighters.
No, it's not the Foo Fighters, it's the Fool Fighters.
Yeah, I
guys.
said
Fool
that. I said
Fighters.
Fool Fighters.
Lucius, if you give me the beat, I'll be able to follow along.
I gotta
Can you-
snap along and like hum the rhythm.
Uh,
Yeah, I
I
got
got a
it.
12 on it. Obviously Mari can say this, but I'm gonna say I probably don't really know it.
Oh, wait, sorry, what'd you say?
I rolled a 12 on the history check, so I probably don't know it. But let's see what Mari
Back,
says.
with a 12? No, you don't.
Damn. Is that the song that goes la 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 la?
No. It goes like this. Bum, ba, 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 ba.
And does it have- Oh, okay. I can improvise that. Every time it goes to boom noise, I'll make a quack noise. Got it.
I mean, whatever works, man.
And then when Astron's fighting, when the kitty is fighting Masked Man, I'll have him go. I'll make him make kitty noises. Ooh! I could make a big. I could use a major image. I could make something appear in the background.
I plan on adding a little bit of thaumaturgy as well.
I mean, I was gonna
Good.
shoot a fucking fireball in the sky and have it blow up in the air, but it might set the whole tent on fire.
Yeah, that might be a bad idea.
I mean, I'm a
Burn this
pyro.
place down.
I'm trying to go Rammstein
Burn
on
it down.
Look, yeah.
Burn
I think
it down.
Alicia's gonna be like, there's nothing more. If we're gonna go full metal, there's nothing more metal than burning the place down. Do you understand?
Actually, Mari, rhetorical question.
Hmm.
How big is the tent?
On the inside, it's very, very huge. On the outside, it looks like it's maybe like 60 feet tall, but on the inside, it's like double that.
Do I use my last fucking spell slot that casts a fireball that explodes in the middle of the air and causes it to explode? You know what? Fuck it, we're doing it.
Yeah, I'm using
Only
my
if you
only spell
accidentally
slot.
want to kill people.
I mean, I have control of my fire. No, maybe not.
Yeah, you do.
Don't. You don't.
I need something to hit. I can't just hit the fucking roof.
Oh.
I just wanted to say again that you have control over fire and think about what you're saying.
Sometimes pyromaniacs don't think clearly.
Factual. That's actually factual.
Yeah, this is true. Not speaking from experience or anything.
Yep.
No.
I'm speaking from experience.
No. All of a sudden, Eve gets a brilliant idea. She says, "Don't worry, I got this." That's all she's gonna say.
Attempts in New York in the past 10 years by local woman.
Don't worry, guys. I will have the special effects at the end. Don't worry. Eve says and winks.
I'm already using Spirit Guardians.
What slot is that?
Third. It's my only third.
I'm about to use my only third too. Don't worry.
So Karn looks at Lina and because you asked what your spirit guardian should be. How about just have them nondescript, also sort of monks sparring with each other, so that it gives the illusion that we're in a big arena. And Ashrin and I are the two central fighters.
I could make it a crowd.
Ooh, Eve remembered a song. Have you guys ever heard of the song Kung Fu Fighting by Kong Fighters?
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
I've heard of that one.
Lena definitely doesn't know any of these songs you're talking about.
I'm kind of memeing about that, but it's okay. I will have the special effects. It's fine.
Yeah.
How long is our performance?
That's a Mari question.
It's as long as you guys want it to be.
As long as we're not longer than 10 minutes, we are good, guys.
God. She did the resume thing just long enough.
Yeah, my 10 minutes thing, my Spirit Guardians is 10 minutes, so...
Cool, we have a 10-minute limit, boys.
Let's go for like 2-3 minutes, and then, the length of a song.
If we pull this off, I want to bargain me getting at least 1 point in Constitution at the end of it, because my lungs are gonna be on fucking fire.
I want a short rest after this. I'm just kidding.
I want a long rest.
Once Epic is back, we'll start. Because it's going to be all of y'all.
I was going to say, have you guys ever heard a song Real Emotion?
Love it!
Because I could do special effects for that. We can have oh wait, I know your name, Lylena. Just walk up on the stage. Like, what can I do for you?
So while we're prepping,
Final Fantasy X2.
I gotcha.
Real emotion, yeah. Karn's gonna go up to Ashrin and take a note of where Ashrin was licking himself to
Yeah?
wounds, and
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but Karn, Karn, you know where cats like to lick themselves normally, right? Are you watching him lick his asshole?
Unless he got freaking splashed up the butthole.
Hold on, Kate. I know that you left wanting on Friday, but this is ridiculous.
Listen, man.
You just killed Mari. She's in the background laughing.
I need to show Sel what happened on Friday.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
I want to know what happened on Friday.
Yes, you
You
do.
do.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I heard there was a love potion. Is this involving the same thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who the fuck spiked a love potion?
Ellie.
I will
Thank
give you one guess in the first.
Well,
in the first.
a little birdie told me Ellie.
Yep.
You probably gave it to her.
She bought
No. it was my choice.
It was premeditated. She had it in her inventory already.
Wait,
Yep.
she used her fucking money for the fucking potion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She heard there was gonna be a fucking party. She invested in a bunch of love potions, and
Did she create a
used
fucking
them.
orgy?
They
Yup.
damn near basically made an orgy. Yeah,
Were you proud?
I was.
Oh
actually.
yeah.
I
'Cause even
allowed
you-
that to happen.
Even you weren't expecting that.
He messaged me about it, and I was like, "Oh, please, please do it."
Spiked punch. Oh no, you spiked the punch with it? Ellie.
That's not everything that happened, but that's the best part.
I mean,
Epic's back. Is everyone here?
Yep.
Okay. So Mr. Light approaches all the people he selected, claps his hand, and go, okay, let's see here. Who shall we start with? And he removes his little finger amongst everyone, and then he stops and he selects the pink tiefling female who's wearing like a purple tutu, and he ushers her forth. She comes forth and he goes, you can use whatever equipment you need, just do your best and good luck, darling, he says. And she, for her act, she attempts to do like a balancing act while riding a unicycle on a rope while blowing out dragon-shaped flames. And let's see how the crowd feels about it.
Eve casts minor illusion and makes cricket noises.
Okay, the crowd are actually feeling it. They're like cheering, especially when she's laying out dragon-shaped flames, and they're not like little ones. They're like various sizes. Some of them are quite big, and they're quite impressed with her. He gives her a round of applause, and it's like, oh, good job, darling. I knew you had some kind of talent in you. I could just sense it. That's why I picked you. And then he ushers her to the other side, away from you guys. He points his fingers, and he lands on the tall, dark elf. Well, yeah, tall, dark elf with, like, black hair. He goes into the center of the stage, grabs a few swords, and he starts to do, like, a juggling act, but also with fighting moves involved with it. The swords emits sparks of fire, and some of them it sparks of lightning. And for the most part, his performance is really good. The crowd is digging him. They give him a great round of applause. Mr. Light applauses up to him and compliments him, and even like whispers into his ear. The guy's face blushes a little bit, and he is ushered to the other side with the tiefling female. He goes back, and there's only the group of gnomes and then you guys. He points to you guys. You guys are up.
Do we have a name?
Do we need a name?
He hears
Yes.
that, and he's like, well, you don't need a
Lucius
name, but if you want a
and the
name, go for it.
Lucius and the Extravaganza.
No.
No.
Eve just rolls her eyes.
No.
Are you flying out on stage while you roll your eyes?
Yes.
Okay, I'm following
Lucius and the Chips Ahoy.
you. No.
Eve face palms. Two strikes, halfling.
Pick the horn up to it's like.
Hold on. I got one more. Give me a second.
No.
Eve's tapping her foot on the ground. Eve looked at the audience.
We're not out on stage yet.
Oh, I thought we were on stage.
Nope.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Lucius and the Free Nations.
Wait, you guys are on stage. You're just
Oh.
off to the side for a little bit.
Oh, okay, well.
The Free Nations?
The Free Nations.
Karn takes the mask off his pinky and stuffs it in your mouth so you stop talking.
Ah, the chokehold technique. I like it.
Jesus, tough crowd.
Well, you're not the one making good names.
You're not the one we need to impress.
Like, I'm the only one making names. I haven't heard any suggestions from anyone else.
It's fine. Let's think about it later.
How about the Misfits?
Lucius and the Misfits?
No.
It doesn't have to. Eve casts the fucking mage hand and slaps you with the fucking mage hand across the face.
Uncalled for.
It doesn't have to be
Let's
all.
go. I just start.
Oh,
I go out
gosh.
on the stage. I'm going in the middle of the stage. God damn it.
Eve's starting to see Lylana walk to the stage. She casts her major image. And she makes it take the shape of a... Since we're trying to like a metal type show, or at least that's what Eve thought it was, she creates a big, like, you know, a harmless explosion, and Lylana walks right through it.
Wow, what a great entrance.
That's what you...
The girl in the flute out on stage, apparently alone.
I'm the special effects fan.
Karn will approach from Lylana's side, walk basically diagonal in front of her, turn 90 degrees, and await Ashrin, who's supposed to be across from him.
I mean,
Yeah, Ashrin follows.
knowing Lucius will want to be in front. The turtle man is going to be in front, go inside of his shell, and all you see is the pipes of the backpack sticking out of his shell.
I cast Spirit Guardians. And it takes the form of like a ring of spectators, like in front of the group of like so it like separates the group of us like performing back here and the two fighters in front. It takes the form of like a ring of spectators in between us.
Eve changes her major image up into like a string of like lights going up in the air with smoke kind of hissing out of them. And then while she's concentrating on that, she watches for the drums to start, and she will use minor illusions to make like little drum beat noises.
And then I'm gonna start playing my flute with Rael when he starts.
I'm gonna come out and like try to time it at 1, and a 2, and I'm gonna start it up. And I'm gonna start with the instrumental intro, let it build, and then start singing.
It rings on bass horn.
Also, DM discretion. Can I temporarily alter the form of my spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
Just to make it family friendly at this moment.
Yeah.
Mommy, what's that thing on the stage?
I'll tell you
I
when
saw
you're
it-
older, dear.
I saw it in your bedroom one time.
Oh my god.
Then I slapped my sister with it.
Oh
Like
As
it
soon as
probably won't be the source of the audio, obviously, but I'm gonna use my spiritual weapon to make like a giant speaker. But I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to sort of like amplify the sound, so it seems like it's all coming out of the speaker, and the speaker's gonna move around the crowd as we perform.
As the sound of Ephraim's horn hits, Karn will start to do an embellishment or embezzled
Embezzle.
form of getting into his base monk stance.
Nice.
For Dane, he's gonna get on the silver ring that Mr. Light was on, and he's gonna do some fancy acrobatics to show off his flexibility.
We
embellishment.
got the stage. We got the stage.
We got freaking fire effects. We got smoke. We got lights. We got some sound amplification. We got this.
Okay. Did everyone say things that they wanted to do? Ryo, Ashton, did y'all?
Already said.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just making
he's
sure.
coming out on his bagpipes.
Okay. With that, everyone, for those that are singing, make me double performance checks. For those that are doing some fancy movement work, give me either athletics or acrobatics. Fancy movement work being also fighting. So either give me athletics or acrobatics, 1 check, and a performance check.
Does singing count as instruments?
That'd be a performance.
I'd say that.
What?
What checks am I getting?
If you're doing fighting, it'll be either athletics or acrobatics, and then a performance. So there's gonna be 2 checks from everyone. Depending on what you're doing, if it's like instrumental or singing, it's gonna be double performance. If you're doing some fancy maneuvers, it's gonna be either athletics or acrobatics for 1, and the other one's gonna be performance.
What about if I'm just doing magical shit?
Performance.
Performance times
So
2.
double performance, yeah.
Let me check something before I ask my question. That's not the window that I'm looking for. This is the Okay, Mage Hand, Spiritual Weapon, and Thaumaturgy do not take any concentration. So during the performance, this is what Lucius would do in his ridiculous gaudiness.
Oh God, here we go.
So obviously I'm going to start playing the drums on the back of Ryo Shell. And I'm gonna sing as I'm doing this, and at a certain point I'm going to use Mage Hand. I'm gonna jump off Ryo Shell. Mage Hand is going to continue to play the drums as I sort of like dance and make a fool of myself as I'm singing simultaneously. How many performance checks do I have to roll to make this happen?
Yes.
Oh. You know what?
Make him do 3.
So you're casting Mage Hand and what's the other 2 ones? So it's 3, right?
Yeah, Spiritual Weapon's out, Thaumaturgy's going, and
Cast 3
Mage
with
Hand.
advantage just because of the flare.
And while he's up there being his little short self.
22.
Wow.
And 13 again.
For 3 times?
Yeah, 13, 22, and 13.
Did you roll with advantage?
I did not roll with advantage.
Good advantage.
And for flare, I tweaked a minor illusion.
10.
Excuse me.
And 17. So I'll take the 17, the 16, and the 22.
Nice.
Ooh.
I tweaked my minor illusion to be like a holographic form of Lucius behind him. Giant.
Yes!
That's my concentration, so I really can't do anything else. Sorry. That's what.
A giant, you said?
Oh no. I mean, it's 20 feet tall, so yes, for him, it's really giant.
Yeah, it's much taller than me.
I can do a 20-foot cube, and I can, since I have level 6, I can change it whatever shape I want just by using an action. Damn, Dane's good.
I mean, yeah, he is.
I mean, you weren't expecting him to be alive still, but...
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Ah, yes, the whole DM reroute.
So, I mean, I kind of get inspired by everything that I'm seeing, and I just like drop the horn. I put on my cloth butterfly wings, and since they can transform into any shape or color, place wherever I like. I just step toward the back of the stage and turn them into the biggest dragon wings you've ever seen, and just kind of have them slowly move as a backdrop to all this fucking chaos that's going on.
I just picture Rammstein mixed with frickin' Nirvana right now being played on stage.
Yep. That's how I see this happening too.
It's like bang, bang.
Okay, well, with everyone's checks and everything, and as much flair you have created, it's a bit jumbled up, slightly like chaotic, but it's a good chaotic. It's like what the circus wants and like survives on. So even some of the performers on stage are watching this and they're digging it. Actually, the one tall elf that was trying to get Dan to dance with him is eyeing him again, just like kind of like rubbing his lower chin. It's like, ooh, look at that flexibility he has. And everyone is just enjoying themselves at y'all's performance. The crowd is actually standing up and they're holding out sparklers up in the air now, and the whole crowd is just like lit, basically. Like it's all glowing, all sparkling. Loud cheers are going on. Mr. Light is even doing like a little dancing gig with his specter too. And then once everything is done, do you want to do anything spectacular to end your performance?
I will have my. Remember how I said I was going to cast a fireball?
Mm-hmm.
I'm instead gonna raise my hand up in the air and shift my major image to be a fireball. So it looks like a fireball, but it doesn't do the, chaotic, massacring murder spree of a fireball. And I shoot it straight up in the air and I have it blow up in a big, spectacular explosion in the sky.
Fun
Okay,
fact,
roll.
that's the name of a band, Explosions in the Sky.
That's our name! We got it!
Right, are you still going to be drumming on the back?
The mage hand is going to be drumming on the back, so you can do whatever you want to. The mage hand is just going to follow you and continue to drum.
So since the two pussycats are not the only ones that are, well, one pussycat and the other monk are not the only ones that are dexterous, I'm going to start b-boying while playing my bagpipe still.
Nice. Okay, with that final act, everyone loves you guys. They're just clapping, pausing, and y'all ended on a pretty good high note. Mr. Light is just grinning from ear to ear and giddily with excitement, and he ushers you off to the side. He goes back to the final contestants, which is the group of gnomes. He whispers in to them and like they're like topping that off. But like a snarky tone.
I will actually sort of do the same thing. Like I'll go by and be like, "That's a tough act to follow, guys. Good luck."
Eve does a wink towards them.
Abram, you're gonna walk off stage? Where at?
Well, just to the side.
Okay.
I'm knocking random shit over with these giant wings, though.
Yo, I would actually do the same thing during the performance. Get like a little chaotic, just start knocking shit over. Maybe accidentally kick someone in the face. You know how it is.
Hey, Mari, how long has it been since we started our event?
Your performance or?
Yes.
I want to say for as much as it went on, definitely lasted for 10 minutes.
Rip. There goes my major illusion plan. I was gonna scare them. They fall.
Okay. And then the group of gnomes come up to the center stage, all looking a little nervous and weary. They kind of shrug. They all pull out like a jug, and they kind of just chug and chug and chug and chug, and you can just sense like it was definitely like booze in there. They're getting a little tipsy. They hold hands and lock their arms their arms and their legs together, forming into like a tight body circle, and they start doing cartwheels in one massive like gnome body kind of form around the area. Some gnomes accidentally catches on fire because someone in giant wings knocks some torches onto the ground.
Whoops.
Also,
some of them get streamers tied up together. What are you gonna say, Eve?
underneath one of them, I create an illusion of a spider.
Well, they're running around, so they're not gonna pay attention.
Oh, never mind.
It's like a massive ball. They get done with the performance. The crowd just shrugs, gives like a little clap, side clap, and they go off to the side with the other guys, so near
It's
y'all
like
guys.
that polite golf clap.
Yeah.
It's
Mr.
like this.
Go ahead.
It's like a freaking 900T movie. It's like slow clap.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say that too, Ashrin.
You hear
Ashrin does it because Ashrin has my illusion.
you
Oh,
hear
shit.
few people in the crowd going, "Get off the stage! Boo! You suck! You stink!"
I will contribute to that.
I have 'em. I make my minor illusions say, it's like wop 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 wop.
You hear that giant noise of womp 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 echoing throughout the entire circus. Oh no!
Oh no!
Epic has a giant kitty aggro.
That was fine.
All good now?
Ashford was on your screen?
Was he licking his butt?
He was licking his nuts. Okay. So Mr. Light
Oh my
claps for everyone, and he's like, "Good job on the performance. I am quite impressed with the majority of you guys, anyway. But now, crowd, it is your time to choose who was the greatest one of them all. With a round of applause, he walks up to the girl, the pink tiefling female. Round of applause for this beautiful diamond. If you think, or round of applause for how you felt about her performance. The crowd gets fairly loud. Definitely nowhere near as loud as the ending of your guys' performance, though. She gives it like a little gentle bow, smiling, feeling good about herself. He moves to the tall elf with the black hair. What about this fine gentleman? And he does like a little eye wiggle to him. The crowd is actually a little louder for him. The girl kind of like slouches and kind of shrugs like, oh, well. The guy smiling, not doing too much of like a body gestures or anything. He's just like, okay, whatever. Then he walks up to you guys, pulls his arms out. What about this fine group? And he turns, do you guys have a name?
Explosions in the sky.
Explosion in the sky! Round of applause if you vote for this group. And let's see. The crowd roars in laughter. Some of them clap their hands. Some of them like stomps their feet onto the ground. And little kids jump up and down with joy. It's chaos. People are throwing popcorn onto the stage. There's glitter being flung about, streamers. It's like crazy. And he goes, well, I guess we kind of know who the winner is. But just in case, he says, and he walks to the final group of gnomes. He looks at him and whispers, "You did do your best, but good job nonetheless." And he looks back up to the crowd and says, "What about this lovely troop? I mean, some of them get caught on fire, so there has to be something, right? give a round of applause if you vote for this group. And people hear boos. There's some crickets going on. There's the haha Nelson laugh. But there's some, like, minor clapping, minor applauding.
We call that pity applauses.
Yep. Mr. Light walks back to the center stage, thinks about it, walks back, looks at you guys, looks at the crowd, and goes, well, for tonight's winner, it's Explosion in the Sky! And he ushers you guys to come forth.
Pick up Lucius, and as high as I can extend my arm to pick him up, I'll pick him up so that he's the tallest in the quad right now.
Oh yeah,
Oh, he's loving it.
I'm flying right now.
This guy doesn't need fly where he's going.
Karn walks up behind those two.
Yeah, I'll come up with them too.
He floats up behind Lylena.
During this time, Dane is probably just playing with your rings, Afram. And the crowd, as you approach the stage with your whatever you guys said, the crowd gets up, stands up, and little kids rushes to the stage with their arms up in the air, cheering and yelling for you guys. You are very much loved in this moment. Mr. Light walks up to each and one of you guys. He gives each one of you guys 200 gold each, along with 2k Fey tokens, and he gives, he gives / attempts to give each one of you guys a peck on the cheek.
Sorry, it was. What would you say before 2k Fey tokens?
200 gold each.
Thanks.
Here, I write it down for you guys.
You said 2k fave tokens?
Yeah, I'm gonna type it out for you guys.
But I have so many, and I don't know what they're used for.
Same.
I have 4,000. I mean, redacted dream. I don't know what you're talking about.
And everyone roll. Okay, so for this, I'll give you what you get after this. But everyone roll me 1d8, and everyone also gets. Where is it?
So many fours.
He also, so you get 200 gold each, 2k Fate tokens, 2 potions of greater healing, and 1 mysterious potion, which I will tell you guys at some point.
We each get 2 potions of greater healing?
Yes.
Damn.
Okay, so it's
Holy
200. So it's 2, 2, 2, and 1 for everybody. Each?
Yes. What I typed in is for per person.
Damn.
That he comes up to each of us and tries to give us a kiss.
Yes, he does. He either, I would say he tries to, but I figured some of you guys are gonna be reluctant, so he either gives or attempts. Y'all can, we can go one by one and see if you accept his kiss on the cheek.
I think Karn would be looking at what he got, and then I assume he just kind of like bends it and just does it. And so Karn is just kind of like, as soon as he feels it, he like backs off, like flinches back.
Yeah, it would kind of surprise Lylena too.
Well, it wouldn't be like, let me rewind you a little bit. He would give it as he's giving these gifts out.
Oh.
Well, I guess I would accept it.
If I see him trying, I what's the word?
Uncanny dodge.
No, like I know it's coming, so I'll like kind of dodge back.
Uncanny dodge.
I see everyone else getting their kisses. I'm just like, no. No, thank you.
Okay. Okay, Ephraim, what about you?
Yeah, he leans in. I just put my hand behind the back of his head just to hold it in place a little bit and whisper into his ear, I need to speak with you. Let me know if there's a place we can talk.
Damn.
You, Mr. Light blushes and whispers back. I was like, oh, you want more, do you? Okay, big boy. I'll make arrangements.
Oh my god!
No.
They're hitting on a.
Works for A-frame.
And instead of giving you a kiss, he actually nibbles your earlobe.
Oh.
Dan
Tough
sees
for
this
me to
and
do
he's
that.
not happy.
Tough for me to take that, but I will do what it takes to have a conversation with this jackass.
He got a little nibble.
And a jealous boyfriend.
I turned to Dane really quick and just kind of give him a little like hand wave, like it's nothing. Like don't worry about it.
It's nothing as he gets nibbled in the ear.
I know,
Okay,
right?
for that,
I feel like they're both
do-
jealous boyfriends.
do a deception check.
Uh-oh.
And he's gonna do an insight check.
Holy shit.
Okay, your deception is pretty good. His insight's also a little bit better.
Not deception at all.
I would say 5 what persuasion.
It could be the same roll.
Yeah, I mean it could be either or, but with that check, yeah. Yeah, Dan's questioning you right now, and his face is like red. Not like full on red lobster red, but like not blushing red either. But he's a bit hurt. Okay. Clarn, since I recorrected you, what about you? Do you accept this kiss or no?
I will kind of like do the. I'll get the gifts and I'll do the weird, awkward like lean back, but in sort of thing. And it's just like as soon as he contacts like Karn can't help but flinch.
So you're an actress after Harvey Weinstein approaches you. Got it.
Yes. That is exactly what happened to Lylena too. She, like, he came and he kissed her cheek and she was like,
Ryle, what
Yeah.
about you?
Who?
Ryle.
I didn't hear.
I'm gonna let it happen.
Okay. Lucius?
I accept the kiss, but then I like immediately wipe it off afterwards. I'm just like, ugh.
Okay. And Eve.
Where he tries to kiss, I put my mage hand between it.
Okay. He tries to kiss Dan, but after what Dan witnessed, he steps back and
Punch him in the nuts.
actually,
Oh god, he's actually gonna attack him.
Oh my god.
We should have killed Dane, guys.
What the fuck?
Don't worry about it.
What the fuck?
what the?
Mari.
Okay, Dan, he clenches his fist like he wants to like deck him, but he restrains.
Damn, I was hoping you actually do it.
And with that, Mr. Light approaches the front of the stage, gives one more round of applause, and is like, and that is the conclusion of this Big Top Extravaganza. I hope every one of you guys enjoyed yourselves. And guess what? Don't you worry, the carnival is still not over. You still have a few more hours. There's plenty to do, plenty to see. And he turns around, looks at you, Ephraim, and under his breath, plenty of people to do, apparently.
Oh my god.
Roll my eyes.
He smirks. Then he goes back to the crowd.
During that
Oh my
instance, I
God.
wonder, like, yo, I was promised there were supposed to be big, strong men here. I haven't seen any big, strong men here.
Yeah. There were. I just didn't go into great detail. But unless you were expecting a lot bigger.
I'm just honestly trying to find some men who could help me.
The guy who skipped leg day with big arms walks up to you, and is like, "Oh, you need help?"
I do. I need help. You see, I'm curious about something here, but this isn't the time nor the place to really discuss it. Obviously, there's a celebration going on.
Obviously, he says. Well, I'm a little bit free after this. You wanna meet up around back?
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, so I'm going to turn to Dane real quick and say, we need to talk to this guy. This guy might have some answers for us. There's no attraction to him. I have no attraction, but if I have to use that to be able to talk to the guy, we should do that. Might have answers. We might be able to get your pack back. Who knows?
He looks at you, and he's a little confused. You're gonna use your body, though?
I wouldn't go that far.
Whatever it takes,
But
babe.
I'm fine giving this guy the impression that I would.
What do you need from him?
Answers. Answers to what happened to you, what's happened to us in the past. If whatever was taken from us, if he knows anything about that. If he's aware of all the crazy stuff that's happening here.
But will he honestly be honest with you? I mean, it's Carnival always happens.
No, I don't know. I don't know if he would or not. But got to talk to somebody. And since he's one of the head honchos, he seems to be a good guy to talk to. He's willing to talk to me. I'll take that opportunity.
Are you guys like kind of like doing the whisper yelling? Like, do the rest of us hear this?
If you're standing next to us, yes, I think you'd hear it.
I assumed we were all in like a line, so.
We were.
I figure we're clustered up now.
Damn, now I wish I had a level 2 slot. I would invisibility and follow.
Yeah. I mean, if we're clustered up, I would say A-Frame has the right idea. I think we do need to talk to Mr. Light, and because we're not really getting anywhere, and we did spend an hour almost dying. You know, it's a miracle. It's nothing short of a miracle that we were able to get you out of there, Dane.
So how do you think is the best way to go
hold
about
on.
this? Like,
Can I Mari, see if I can find someone, like a staff member, who might know where Eliwick Tumblestorm is?
I would say right now, since the show's over, all the performers and like staff members are like currently like getting off stage. But it'll definitely be hard to tell for you to locate that person or ask someone about that person, I will say.
Oh, can I ask, where's Burley? Can I ask for Burley?
You can. You approach the nearest like performer or like staff worker who's like trying to like guide people out of the Big Top in an orderly fashion. It's a guy. He goes, "How can I help you?"
I'm looking for someone named Burley.
Burley. Oh, he was on stage not too long ago. He was doing performance acts.
Would you mind asking him to come back?
I'm not sure where he'll be right now, but after this event goes, if I have some spare time, I'll let him know. What's your name?
If you could tell us where we could possibly find him?
Right now he could be heading in multiple directions, unless he's guiding Mr. Light back to his tent.
Is it
Should be
possible to visit there?
You would need invitation.
One of us has
you
one.
did provide a great performance, and I heard Mr. Light was quite impressed. We shall see.
Okay.
If you could get us an audience with Mr. Light, that would be much appreciated.
I
Burley.
simply don't do that. Mr. Light does it himself, or he sends out exactly who you're looking for. He sends out Burley when he wants someone.
I would like to talk to Burley. Not Mr. Light. It's okay. We've already
I
spoken
think
to
I've
Mr.
got
Light.
I think I've got a pretty good in.
You do, but
so if
trust
he's-
me, Burley.
Right
What
now,
do you
y'all
think
are
is the best way to
currently.
go about this, like one-on-one, or
Okay,
group
so if
conversation?
we're in a little huddled group and I don't want anybody to hear me.
Well, right now, everyone's leaving the Big Top, so y'all are like getting ushered out.
Okay, well, I don't want to
Okay,
be
so-
overheard, so I'm not gonna say anything yet.
I really
I'm
wanna
just saying,
follow
trust
Mr.
me,
Light.
we need to talk to Burley or Eliwick if we can find either of them.
Yeah, and I want to follow Mr. Light because it seems like I got an in, and he'd be cool with me following him. If I'm wrong in that assumption, I guess I'd find out. But
Please trust me, you don't want to do that.
A-Frame. I don't think you going alone is a good idea. I really don't.
It's not a good idea. Not to mention, I can't say it right now.
yeah, whisper it.
I just don't want to be overheard.
We can discuss this outside if going alone really is the best course of action. We have to accommodate for that. But let's find a quiet area outside. Isolated.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I guess if I don't get any additional signal from Mr. Lane, I would agree to that course of action. Like any kind of come hither signal.
That's up to the DM.
I gotta change songs.
Monk bro.
Monk bro.
Monk bro.
Monk bro.
Take care, Taka. I'll catch you up.
Okay, see you guys.
Later, man.
Yeah. Okay, y'all are ushered out of the Big Top. Everyone is going about in different directions with the crowd. Some are going like towards like the. If you're just exiting the Big Top, someone's going towards the left. Some of them are going towards the right. All having a good time. Majority of those people, you can hear them talking about your performance and how they're like in awe about it. Everyone, roll me a perception check.
Not
Oh,
again.
it's the Kenku. Oh god.
Wow. Hey, I'm not as bad as Epic.
Nope. 26.
22.
I mean, I have passive perception of 11.
Yeah, if you were lower than your perception, well, your passive, just give me your passive.
So kind.
She's so nice. It
It's
still won't
gonna
be
come-
high enough.
It's gonna come back to
The
bite us.
DC
It
is
will.
so high on this one, I'm guessing.
She needs a high average, and the only one that rolled above a 13 are 2 people.
You should roll for Astron. I hope he can save us.
I don't have his character sheet.
Uh,
Let me pull it up.
I would imagine he has a high. Oh no, it's wisdom. Maybe he doesn't.
No, that affects perception.
He has +6 on his.
He got 15. His passive is 16. God
Oh.
dang.
Yep, we're fucked.
None of
Okay,
us
well-
notice.
Except Karn, maybe.
Actually, well, everyone actually notices. Y'all see a similar performer who was on stage. He's wearing blue overalls with like butterfly wings and a pumpkin on his head. He's staring at you guys. And he sees Ephraim and he motions him over.
Was he the bugbear?
Yes.
Sure, I go.
I'm following.
Same.
Party mom follows.
I follow the mom.
Dan is glued to your side, by the way, Ephraim. Like,
Great.
glued. Dan also was the plan that you mentioned to him. He trusts you, but he's also worried for your safety. As y'all approach, well, actually, who is actually going with Ephraim?
I think all of us.
Maybe we all need to stick together because of the bands. So
It's the posse.
Yep. Okay, y'all approach the bugbear. He guides you off to the side of the big top, away from the crowd, and he looks around, making sure no one's around.
I'm gonna ask, is your name Burley?
He nods, and as he nods, he removes his pumpkin head off, and he goes, "Y'all impressed Light, but you specifically," and he points to Ephraim, "you definitely got him enticed." I will say this to you guys. Be very careful. Something's been going wrong with this carnival. Bad things have been happening for quite a while. People and things have been going missing.
Couldn't say.
I was actually told to contact you. I'm not gonna say who because I don't want to get them in trouble, but
Was it a girl?
I'm not going to say.
Diana Cloppington?
I'm not going to say. It was about.
Well, then I can't help you if you don't say.
With a woman.
You gotta intimidate him. Intimidate the bugbear.
It was Diana. Fine.
Never mind. She got intimidated. Caved in. He caved in. It was Diana. I'm sorry. Don't hurt me, Mr. Bugbear.
We need to know how to get to Prismere.
He says, "Don't worry, Diana is a good friend of mine."
BRB real quick.
Inside check.
Yeah, I want to know too.
Huh?
I want to know if he's
Insight
telling
check
the
that
truth.
statement.
Okay, roll insight check.
I don't know how to do that. I've never done that. Oh.
It's a skill.
23.
10!
You know, since we've liked Diana too, she'll roll 2. Okay, I don't count.
What do you got?
A 6.
Okay. I was the only one who hasn't met Diana yet is Ephraim and Dane. Okay.
Anyways.
So I mean, even Lylena, you can't really read him. Karn, you think he's trustworthy?
I just glance at Lylena and Ephraim and give him a nod.
Okay. Well, I asked her how to get to Prismere because that's where we need to go to destroy these hags, whatever they're doing here. The Hourglass Coven, whatever is happening here, it's all connected
he
to
goes,
that.
Shh, shh, shh. Be careful with what you say.
Well, we know it's all connected, and we need to get to Prismere and try and stop whatever's happening.
He nods, and he looks up to you, Ephraim. Were you gonna say something?
Yeah. So are you? Well, the question I was going to ask was, do you work for Mr. Light?
I do. We all work for Mr. Light and Mr. Witch. They're the
Great.
carnival owners.
So are you in league with these hags?
Of course not.
Is Mr. Light
Can
or Mr. Witch?
I tell if he's lying in there?
You can do an insight check.
Well, I want to specifically ask if Mr. Light or Mr. Witch is in league with these hags.
I don't know.
I want to insight check that.
Insight check. You got a 9 epic?
Fuck!
Yeah.
Natural 1! Fuck!
10.
I don't know.
There's your 1.
None of y'all know.
Eve.
Y'all can't tell.
Eve, hearing him say "shh" to certain words, decides to do it mentally and sends a message to him, asking the same question. He can respond back to me.
Mentally, he gives you the same response.
Can I insight check too?
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a nat 20 finally.
Woo!
21.
From what you can tell, he is telling the truth.
I kind of like what Karin did when he said nodding. I look at Lylena and Ash Ephraim, just be like, he's being honest, guys. I have that feeling.
Real quick, on your guys' maps, after everyone was ushered out of the Big Top, you noticed that the mood went up by 2.
Ooh!
And it is now the 5th hour, the start of the 5th hour.
This is like fucking Majora's Mask right now.
I know, right?
Dawn of the 5th day.
So, turning to the bugbear, Burley? That's your name, Burley?
He nods.
I have a memory of being here long ago. And the other people here also have a memory of being here long ago and bad things happening to them. And if we're not mistaken, it's the same bad thing, or it's the same people or things that did that to us long ago that we have seen here today. So you want me to believe that this stuff has been happening at your carnival for decades and you haven't known about it?
Not decades. It happened for a while, but not decades. Like, there was a change. I'm not sure what kind of change. Mr. Light and Mr. Witch hasn't been truly open or honest about certain things. They know more than they are telling us. Few of us don't really care. They only do as they're told. While some of us, we want things to go back how they were. This carnival was a fun escape for people from all dimensions and realms. Every 8 years for them. Well, for us, it's every day. But to them, it's every 8 years. Then life is hard. This is like their way to relax, let loose. But then something happened. Something's changed. And it has not been good.
Is it worth speaking with Mr. Light or Mr. Witch about this? Or would it be best to avoid them?
I think that he, and he points to Ephraim, he might be the key to help us out. But Mr. Light was also extremely impressed with your performance. So he may want all of y'all as well.
So throughout this conversation, Karn's been trying to keep us cool. Says some of us were here when we were young, children even. Some of us didn't have bands. I don't think any of us the last time we were here had bands. Is it common practice for something bad to happen to people that don't have bands? You say it's for fun, and yet you would harm.
I don't harm, and he kind of like scolds you. We staff members don't harm.
Sorry, it's carnival policy. Is it always carnival policy to harm?
We have no control over what gets harmed. The tickets are for protection. Things that cannot be said.
How do we get to Prismere?
I can't help you with that. But
I was told you could.
I personally can't.
Right.
But I can guide you to Mr. Light and Mr. Witch, and they have something that can help you.
Agreed. We are barking at the wrong foot. We should go talk directly to the purveyor of this place. We're just wasting our time.
If you would Is it important to stay until the end of the carnival, or should we deal with this now? We don't want anyone else to be hurt. We don't want anyone else to lose things. We want to get back what was taken from us.
He goes, it might be easier to reach their tents closer to the 8th hour. They'll be too busy prepping for the next big event, and they'll be extremely distracted and most likely be gone from their tents. Me and this other, he kind of gruntles, this other clown kind of helps me guard their tent area.
Eliwick?
No.
No? Okay.
Eliwick, she's special. Honestly, probably too special for this carnival, or to even partake in the carnival activities, but that's neither here or there.
Well, if you would have somebody find us when we can speak with Mr. Light or Mr. Witch.
Well, Mr. Light and Mr. Witch, when they normally demand someone, I go and get them. Which, I've been sent to get you, and he points to you, Avram. But, at the same time, Mr. Light wants also a separate visitation with your band, per se.
Poor Lucius, it's not his band anymore.
I still came up with the name, bitch.
It's not our name. Anyways.
Not our name.
Okay, I tell Burley, stay here for a second and just do a huddle with everybody else. What do you guys think? One-on-one with you guys nearby, and I see what I can find out, if anything, and then we go in as a group.
That might be the best idea. I mean, he does want to see us all, so it wouldn't be out of the... I don't think it would be too out of the ordinary for us to go as a group. And we start with just you. And so that way we're still nearby, because we're still waiting for our group audience.
Separate audiences, so we cannot be nearby.
Do you have any way of letting us know if something goes wrong?
A horn.
I'm unfortunately am not allowed inside their tent. I only guard it. I only seek out other
snooping?
people.
Are you snooping? I'm sorry. I told you to stay over there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a question for me. Rewind. We'll just ignore that.
Bugbear, go away!
Bugbear!
Bugbear!
Hilarious.
Cut.
I just see Lynette like this shoving a bugbear out of the freaking room.
Listen,
me?
you have this pumpkin.
No, shoot.
That was Abraham!
Oh.
Other than that, no, I don't. Just aside from my voice and a horn, that's the only thing I'd be able to alert anyone that something was amiss.
I'm going to turn and ask Burley, is there any way we could wait nearby for him to have his meeting?
Nope. He requested y'all separate times, which is why I mentioned that you could deny him, which he eyes you again, Avram, could have some serious consequences. Mr. Light doesn't like to be
Rejected.
rejected, exactly. But you guys want to go together as a group, and risk his, well, you know, then you have a better luck around before the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch, which is at the 8th hour.
Okay. The plan should probably be Ephraim goes alone and try not to reveal too much of what we know, but see if you can get information from him, and then we meet back up. You tell us what you know, and we'll go back and talk to him again as a group.
I wish I had a second spell slot.
Said any.
I would go invisible and hang out in the room with you and listen. That's assuming there's
Well-
no, like, you know, detecting of magic.
Guidance only lasts a minute, so I would only be able to, like, touch you, give you guidance, and then it would fade as you got there, or
Invisibility
something like
is
that.
1 hour. And knowing my luck, I'd probably come into freaking Aether and getting knocked up by freaking Mr. Light.
Woo!
Out of character, because one, that's a terrible idea, so thankfully you don't have your spell slot. We should, or Epic should, get as much information as we can. Because we don't know what's going to happen in 3 hours. Like, we're holding cards that we don't have.
That's true.
Like,
Maybe
right now,
just play the game.
The people that we have talked to have been upfront and honest with us. And nothing else has made sense. And also out of character, everything that he says is true. And I don't have to do an insight because Ryle has studied everything Fae. So it all correlates with what's going on here.
So,
Okay.
like one character said earlier, just play the game.
Mm-hmm. Let's turn to Burley. Do you think Mr. Light would be open to have Dane accompany me at this meeting?
I can keep an eye on Dane
Right.
if you don't mind.
Who's Dane? He asks.
Dane is this young man right here.
Dane
Motion over
raises
to
his
Dane.
Dane raises his hand slightly in the air. I was like,
Ephraim, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Bugbear, Burley interrupts and says, unfortunately, when Mr. Light requests just you, he wants just you. And hate to say it, but
I
if
feel
you'll have anything planned, such as magical, it will get dispelled by the entrance of it that I will guide you through, which is the only entrance.
I feel
So
like
that
it would
invisibility
be safer.
idea, no bueno.
I feel like it would be safer if Dane were to stay here with us. Safer
Dane, are you
for
okay
Dane.
with that?
Dane almost died.
You okay with that, Dane?
He looks around and he looks at you guys. And he kind of tenses up when you mention about him almost dying, and he quickly just grabs you, Ephraim, pulls you away from the group, and you see him kind of check his pockets, and there's a sigh of relief. He pulls out 2 bracelets that, if you remembered, he got from a little store, but he didn't want you to see it. He attaches a bracelet around your wrist and the other one around his, and immediately there was a shimmer of red sparkle connecting the two. He was like, I will stay here with them as long as you keep this bracelet on.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, so I want to turn back to the group. Again, out of earshot of Burley. Probably whispering to Lylena because she seems to know some stuff. And just like, do you think it would be a good idea to regale Burley with the experience that we had in the Hall of Illusions and see what his reaction is.
Ellie's AFK.
Oh, BR. Yes. Anybody else here have an opinion about that?
I mean,
Karn's-
my opinion is same as Royale is that you should be as open as you can, depending on how the flow of conversation goes.
I'm really talking about Burley here right now.
Well, he already said that he wouldn't know anything that's going on.
Yeah,
You know-
so I kind of want to tell him like what's going on and see what he thinks and see if he's like, oh fucking shit.
I mean, but his opinion doesn't matter though. He's just a worker.
He has no power.
Like all he is a bouncer. Like he has nothing.
He's a big bouncer too.
I mean, he's a big
Mhm.
bouncer. He's a fucking bugbear, but
Is he loyal though? Is he loyal to Mr. Light?
he's a
Okay.
worker.
Could that tail sway his loyalty?
That's probably a game we shouldn't play.
Plus, we're still outside, so there's control over what people can say. So I would still hold it close to your heart. But if the conversation does turn towards that way with Mr. Light, definitely mention it. But it needs nothing mentioning it now.
Okay. There you go. I'll go.
So I think we're still climbing. I do. That sounds like we think the best course of action is for you to go alone, but how to make sure you're safe is a different story, and I don't think there's a way to ensure that.
Probably not. No, especially given the sorts of things that have happened so far.
Yeah. Can send you a message, but I don't want to do that if there is basically anti-magic, and I wouldn't be surprised to detect enough magic in there too.
Yeah.
I will say
It would-
this, as someone who has studied Spay all my life, I would not mess with someone who is definitely more powerful than us. If he wants something, let him have it. I don't think he is our enemy. And I speak from the heart.
You think he's...
I felt nothing from when he approached me and kissed me. All of you guys were reluctant. But I willingly let myself be, and I felt nothing. So we can trust him.
Do you feel he's a pawn too?
Not a pawn, but I feel like, just like us, he may have lost something and wants to correct it.
You're talking about Mr. Light, one of the people who own this place. You believe he's lost.
100%.
Lila
wouldn't
is
he?
back.
He's a target just like anybody else here. And what's juicier than an archfey potentially losing something from one of his hands? There's nothing juicier.
I heard everything. I was just AFK. I couldn't answer.
We also
So,
don't.
And I had a staff member tell me that staff had been told to let a particular hooded figure, which I believe is the
Kengu?
the blue gal with the moon hat,
Oh.
do her stuff, so long as
Well-
it doesn't disrupt stuff too much.
Um,
So that seems to be kind of like a directive from on high to
well, the
look
Kenku?
the other way.
The Kenku is female.
The what?
Kenku. The Kenku who's been pulling pranks and doing little pranks around the carnival. And it's a hooded Kenku.
Hey, friend,
Maybe
do
not the blue person, the blue hat person.
Oh no, she's wearing a top hat. Never mind.
Do a history check for me.
11.
Okay, good enough, good enough. Okay, when Lina is talking to you about a hooded figure, you do remember a certain events happen with you and Dane.
Oh yeah.
you sense it might be the same thing, or could be the same creature she's talking about.
Yeah, and I kind of thought that it was the blue hat lady.
The crescent moon one?
Yes. That one.
Maybe we should find the Kenku.
We could do that while he talks, so that we don't waste our time.
So
just
maybe I'm
kind
mistaken.
of-
I could be mistaken that the blue hat lady is not this person who's been wreaking havoc, and maybe there's just a mostly harmless person kind of going around pranking people, and that's who Mr. Light or Mr. Witch told the staff to basically ignore, so long as she wasn't doing anything too crazy.
I mean, if we think the Kenku is of interest, then one or two of us can go to the dragonfly rides while the rest of us try to stay nearby where Light's tent is. Although I honestly I'm not sure about the intention of the Kenku. I don't know that.
I don't know if it's worth
he is-
talking to her, but I know that. I mean, her name is Kettle Steam, and she pranked me earlier, and it had something to do with time magic,
Are y'all near Burley right now?
sort of.
No. So I was still out of earshot, trying to be at least.
He might have heard me say the Kenku named Kettle Steam.
Eve probably wouldn't be talking much. She's already said her thing, basically saying follow along. But can Eve like take an observation to see if anyone or anything is watching or listening?
Yeah, do a perceptions check.
Nat 20, 21.
Woo!
You glance around as other people are starting to talk. You see Burley unable to like just even though he's in earshot range, he's still like looking at you guys. He's in like defense mode, not towards you, but in case something unexpected happens that he's ready. He's basically like y'all said, the bouncer in a way, but towards Mr. Lay and Mr. Witch, so he's always has to be on guard. You never know what might happen. Glancing on else, you pretty much are in a good secluded area, but
I don't think. Okay.
but you're pretty much good. There's nothing really that senses like awareness for you, or like you sense someone's looking at you. Or
A-Frame's gonna go talk to Mr. Light. The rest of us, I think we should stay here and wait, because if A-Frame needs us, he's going to need us and need us fast.
Yes,
Yeah,
don't let us know though.
It's just so I just want to get a feel from everyone. Like the consensus opinion seems to be that Mr. Light is not a bad dude, and if that's what y'all think, then that's going to affect the manner in which I approach that conversation with him.
I mean, if he's equally as lost as any of us, there might be a measure, some measure for a bond here. But
I agree.
I do agree we should be nearby just in case something happens.
Okay. I'll try to make friends.
Too bad it couldn't have been Rael that got the one on. We all could have hidden his shell.
Or Lucius, hello.
Yeah.
Lucius and Mr. Light. Oh man.
I know.
He would have had some charisma checks to make. Just saying.
Oh yeah, and some performance too.
Oh boy.
Ooh la la.
Concentration.
So I just turn to Burley and say, lead the way. Peace out, motherfuckers.
Sounds like you're getting a solo session with Mari.
Well, with that, we will end today's session.
Oh, God, I want to know what happened.
No, damn it.
I don't want to end now.
I mean, we're already 50 minutes past, and we are missing a person.
I know.
Okay. Ephraim, I'm gonna DM you real quick.
Okie dokie.
Well, as Ephraim walks off with Mr. Burley, I'm gonna settle in and sit by this tree that's over here.
For an hour.
You mean a,
Yep.
a uninterrupted hour so I can take a shit? I'm just kidding.
It might be.
Karn pulls up a seat right next to you.
I
It's
was
up to
not
Mari.
hitting on Mr. Light, by the way. I just want to be clear. I was not hitting on
Hey,
Mr.
don't
Light.
tell it to us. Tell it to
He's-
Dane.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I know.
Dane's the one
Let's
who
explain
got
him to
all
do.
fucking...
Dane, you got some explaining to do there, Lucy.
Lucy.
Lucy!
Lucy!
But, yeah, if possible, I'm just gonna relax. Maybe I can get a brief rest. I know the monks would love it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, boy.
The monks would love it more than anyone else here.
Just need a short rest. That's all I need.
For some reason I thought it was just 30 minutes, but I guess I'm wrong.
That was 20 to 30.
I guess
Well, it
it
does say
depends.
1 hour.
It's an hour.
Yeah, I mean, it says an hour right there.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, how long is he actually going to be talking to this guy for? And other things.
We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah. No, this is what Mari's going to do. It's going to be like 58 minutes, 59 minutes. Oh, you guys get up and get interrupted.
I mean, we could always wait an extra minute for you to finish. I would be fine with that.
I don't know. It might be urgent.
If you have a minute left, a minute's not gonna be... Well, it would. Yeah, actually, never mind. I'm wrong.
It's okay. You tried your best.
A minute is 10 rounds, never mind.
Oh, I know what I was thinking of. It's if you have that one spell, I think it's like snooze or something. I think that's where it's 20 or 30 minutes.
I want to have some conversations with people.
Things
No.
just got juicy.
No.
Eve don't wanna talk?
No.
I want to talk to Eve, though. Woo.
Not today.
Apparently.
No, senor.
No.
Also, where the hell is Lucius's token?
He's been at
In
the
the Hall of
freaking Hall of
Illusions.
Illusions the whole time.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
this whole
really?
time-
You didn't move?
This
No.
whole time, it's been his illusion with us the whole time. He's been
There you
having
go.
some fun on the mirror.
I've been in the theater of the mind, man.
Oh, I didn't prep my next spell. Whoops. That doesn't matter. Wait.
Okay, so we'll start off next session with everyone else but Ephraim.
Ah!
So next session, it'll be you guys killing some time.
That means RP time.
Yay, we get to talk.
Also, okay, just to actually add a little bit more to. Wait, is everyone here still?
Yes?
Yes.
So for
I
Taco.
On
Yeah.
Roll20 or just
don't-
on Discord?
Discord, like whoever is here in Discord.
I
right
think
now.
the only
Yeah.
person missing is Taka.
Yeah.
Okay. So, y'all remember, except for Lylena, but it'll still count towards you. The promise that the gestures made to you guys. Well, it is after the Big Top event. So I forgot to mention this to you guys.
What did they
As y'all-
promise?
As you're exiting the Big Top, the two gestures did stop you guys. They sprinkled a little magic onto your tickets. And so instead of a group ticket, it is now considered a single ticket for 2 whole hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh.
they promised us free reign after.
Oh,
if
they
we
Yeah.
help.
did.
Damn. I just made the monks and I cry. I should have got this as my 3rd level spell, but I wouldn't have a slot anyway. Cat nap.
Aww.
It's a 10-minute duration, but if you stay asleep for the whole duration, you get a short rest.
Wow. Oh
And
my
I can
god.
put on 3 people.
Can
so I
you
could have
do
put
that next time? Holy shit, that's amazing.
I need slots.
Well, I mean,
Jeez.
next time you
No.
level, I mean.
Or I need to freaking find a book with it and learn it.
Is the
I don't
cast-
have it learned.
Is the cast 10 minutes?
No, the cast is 1 action, but it's a
Oh, okay.
duration of 10 minutes.
Okay.
Ah.
So I cast it on 3 people. I basically, like, you're getting sleepy. I look at a mirror when I cast it, so I hit myself. And then I do 3 willing creatures of my choice.
Okay, so even though it's an action for the effect to actually take place, it still needs to pass 10 minutes.
Yeah, if I get interrupted, you don't get the short rest, but
Okay.
I would hope that people wouldn't wake us up while we're taking our cat nap. I don't know, freaking Rhizo sees us sleeping. Wake the fuck up!
He comes up to you and starts making fart noises.
I got to meet someone behind the circus. You guys do your thing.
Actually, didn't you say you had a tiny hut or something?
I do have Lehman's tiny hut, but it doesn't like give us extra time. It just gives us a safe place.
Safe place, yeah.
Put us in there and let us take our 10-minute nap.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna do what I've been wanting to do this whole fucking time, but we keep getting sidetracked. I'm going to snail racing. Y'all can't stop me.
Dude, I want to go to snail racing too.
I'm
I
going
really
to
wanna
Pixie
go to
Kingdom.
I really want to go to snail racing.
We were supposed to go to snail racing until Rio.
Yeah.
ran.
The Hall of
God.
Illusions happened.
Yeah, until people rolled high on perception and saw what happened in the Hall of Illusion. We could have ignored that from happening.
So we could have skipped all this nonsense and could have been riding snails.
100%.
Yup.
So we're the villains.
Yeah, I rolled low, so I'm fucking free of charge.
Also,
We did it to ourselves, really.
kind of out of character, but Eve also, well, I don't know if you out of character. Eve might go to lost property and go investigate something.
Oh. I
You got
do
free
want to
reign,
know
so
if
you
that
can
kid
do
is
whatever you
still
wanna
there.
do, bro.
But I also don't want to abandon A-Frame and leave.
Well, you can stay here and look pretty. We're doing our own stuff.
I don't have a way of contacting you.
Well, we're all adults here. We can set timers.
Okay.
Some people might get lost track of time. Some people might get caught in an orgy.
As a
We might get
refresher,
locked for 3 weeks.
As you speak to a group of MMO players.
Oh
Oh yeah, I can stop whenever I want. I can stop at 10 o'clock.
as
like
a
me playing
refresher,
I'm not addicted.
the jesters did mention that after the 2-hour mark, your tickets will go back to group, and y'all will be able to locate each other by that.
So at the end of hour 6.
We're on 5 now, right?
Yellow,
Yep.
And it started now, or?
Yep. Basically the moment everyone left the Big Top event, tent, it immediately turned to the 5th hour, and then the gestures is your bracelet thing, and then y'all talk to Burley, and also the mood went up by 2
Yeah,
because y'all did so good.
Hey.
it's alright. I'll just point a general direction and try to send a message to Lylena. Where are you? I sent it to the wrong person. Wrong phone number.
Wrong number. Who
Number
did?
has been disconnected.
I'm sorry. The number you've dialed is nowhere to be found.
All you hear is a Sky song. Boop, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop.
Lena hears that in her head. Incoming message from Eve. Will you accept?
Oh my god.
Hag.
I wanna know what the potion was that I got from the thingy.
Can it be a potion of short rest?
Can it be a potion of long rest, please?
This guy.
I get nothing. I get nothing on a short
I mean,
rest.
she wouldn't have more combat planned for us before our next long rest, would she?
Wow, spoilers.
I mean, I took a bunch of things because y'all just started moving to the big top without doing anything with the items, so I wasn't gonna leave them behind.
We didn't leave them behind.
I know, but
They just weren't
I
passed out.
Yeah, so I claimed ownership on them, and I know that Kay
That's
did
fine,
as well.
whatever. I don't give a shit about money anyway.
I mean, I took a look at the
It's not money,
scrolls.
though.
I was trying to steal some of the gems, but that didn't work out in my favor.
No,
I know
you
the
did.
session ended with looking over my notes.
Just
like,
because
I
you
wanna
got
get-
caught doesn't mean you didn't do it.
I mean, did anyone stop him from putting it in his jewels?
Nope.
So I guess it's yours then, Rizo.
Hey, mine. Everyone just knows I have it. I just think I got away with
I just
No,
you just
No, you knew that we saw you do it.
it.
no, you just
I
see.
personally took all the books, all the potions, 2 of the gems, and a bunch of the scrap that I'm planning on making arrows.
And I was looking for those books, and Eve could never find them. Eve saw them, but then they vanished when she was, getting mind fucked by a scroll.
Imagine trying to identify scrolls instead of going straight for the
The
potion.
only thing that Lana has is that photo
Yeah, you specifically went for the photo.
and the
Well,
money,
yeah.
so I divvied the money
All you
out.
have is a depressed Sabu with his family.
And I have a cult scroll. You have books you don't know about yet, I'm guessing.
I know about one.
Oh, right, you talked about it.
Hey, if
Or-
anyone has any spare time while I'm gone, if you wanna see if you can find anything out about this crazy tattoo on Dane's chest.
Oh, yes, let me touch Dane's chest for 10 minutes.
I mean, Ephraim isn't going to say anything.
Did anybody take the empty vials? Because I would want those.
Nope, that's all yours.
That's all yours.
Okay, cool.
I just wanted the scrolls,
Alchemy!
and they betrayed me. I mean, I still have 2 more. Oh, wait, how many scrolls were there?
4.
I don't know.
I think Mari just said I did them all
4
basically at once.
scrolls that are sealed with a bloodied handprint. Yeah, that seems safe.
I mean, it worked.
Well,
You got Fire Eve, you're welcome.
I guess that's true.
I mean, information is information, so he figured out that there's an enchantment that doesn't allow identification, and any attempt hurts the user of the.
I love how I
Yeah,
rolled a
that's
fucking
true.
nat 20 on it and I still failed.
Like any
That's sad.
information is good information.
I
At
should
that
just
point,
rip-
the roll at that point was just for fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Just
No,
to let you know how bad you are.
I want to see if I can switch back to freaking Cold Eve. Let me just identify this again.
This motherfucker about to kill himself with psychic damage.
It's like I'm like a Dark Knight, you know. I'm inflicting damage to myself
my
to
God.
get buffs.
Yeah, but you don't know if the DC, like, since you already fucked up once, the DC would probably go higher and higher, making it further impossible to do it by the means you have. which
I
means
mean,
the
That's how I run checks.
We need a fucking wish spell, man.
yeah. Let me get Wish.
Bye,
I'm a
Epic.
little bit away from
Later.
that.
Have a good night.
See ya.
Yeah.
Wait, who left?
Epic.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was fun
Listen,
though. I was very fun.
I rolled.
I
It
wanna,
doesn't matter what the
I wanna
save
play
is.
more.
It doesn't matter what the save is. I rolled a fucking 20 and it still failed.
Yeah, because natural 20s don't mean success, bro.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying I can't roll anything higher than what I rolled. I mean, if I roll a 1, I'll probably take even more damage.